My glaucoma, dude. I got glaucoma.
Yeah, you're glaucoma, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Millennial Tavern. Joining us in this campaign today, everyone was running a little bit late, so we ended up kind of postponing a little bit.
Whoa!
All right, fine.
Do not say everyone.
Well, I don't want to say.
We were like
names.
30 minutes early.
You guys actually were. You guys were like really, really early.
I don't understand how we're always the first people here when we live the farthest away.
That's why.
That's
No,
probably why. Yeah. The closer you get,
that's
like
debatable.
the closer you get, the more you feel like.
Yeah, what's another?
I also, picked
yeah.
up on what time people actually show up. So I'm just like, and usually we don't start until we got everybody. So
Well,
this is a great
start
treat for
showing
that.
up on
don't look
time.
at me.
So what do you mean? Don't look at you? You literally just said.
This is the first time I've actually been late.
I don't
Was
know.
there-
Yeah, actually, that tracks. That tracks.
It's the first, and that's because
You want to go see David?
I was just like,
Go see him.
I'll show.
Go see him.
Oh,
I
Oscar
showed-
said he's bringing a treat. So
Yes, I saw that.
Depending on what it is, I'll
It could
say
be
that-
excusable.
Yes.
Could be excusable.
Probably not.
But all that to say,
Oh, yeah, it's probably
we
not.
are happy to be back, though. So we're going to be coming back at you again. This time, though, with all 5 people. I know it doesn't look like we have 5 people because one of them is still en route, bringing
He's
hopefully
wearing
a
a
treat.
cloak of invisibility.
He's
Okay,
just
Harry
tiny.
Potter.
He's,
Yeah.
he's tiny because he's a goblin.
Actually, so I
He
saw
said
this
tell him
hilarious.
to share.
Wait, have you guys seen the new Flash Gets video? So you remember? So you, I
Oh
know
yeah,
I
they
showed
came
you
out with
this.
another Harry Potter one. Is that what
They
you're
They
talking
did. They
about?
came out with
Oh my
another
gosh,
one.
yes.
Yeah, they came out with another one.
I didn't get a chance to watch the entire thing.
You haven't seen it?
No,
Hey, what's up,
I've seen
Oscar?
part of it.
You
I've
seen part of it?
At least
Okay,
half of it.
so you guys remember like the original Flash Gets where it's like what is it? the mud, not the Mud Bloods, but the Muddle Bloods.
Yes.
Like
Yeah, the dead blood.
the Dud Bloods. That's what
Yes.
they're called. Yeah, the Dud Bloods.
Yeah, they throw invisibility cloaks over.
Yeah,
top.
the Dud Bloods. The Dud Bloods are short train rides and blah blah blah. They put the invisibility cloaks over. It's like so some of the paintings in here could be quite racist and bad because they're from the 1600s. How are the goblins doing today? But so all that to say, so they end up firing her because she killed a student, and
Which turns out he wasn't.
he wasn't
mentally
actually
handicapped.
he was just
really loved Harry Potter.
this is a really bad Harry Potter fan. So he ends up taking over the and he being like Dumbledore or
The
whatever they call him.
headmaster.
The headmaster takes over their education program, and it's completely different. But like it's the whole reason they came out with it was just because it's all based around the new Harry Potter game, and it's so funny. I want to spoil it. Just go watch it. Just go watch it. Trust me, it's absolutely worth it.
I love Flash Kids.
Yeah, Flash
One of
Kids
my
is just so
favorite
funny.
creators.
Like him and Meat Cannon, they just like they.
Oh my god,
yeah.
yes.
It's just
love
they're
it.
so good.
Meat cannon can be a little much sometimes.
No, it's
For the most
glorious.
part, it's pretty good.
Some of it's really dark, but so here's the thing: it's like dark and it kind of disturbs me in like a spiritual way, but like in a good spiritual way.
Yes.
Where it's like wow, I didn't think life was capable of this.
It's a funny dark.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
It's like so the Ed and Eddie one where it's like the jawbreaker. It's like
Oh,
takes
one
the
of my
Okay.
favorite episodes is
so
that Jawbreaker.
it's like oh my god. I'll tell you what, I learned a lot just about like general like horrifying writing based off of watching Meat Cannon.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
yeah, to anyone who wants to be a good writer out there and do like anything involving horror genre, recommended. Meat Cannon, great guy.
Side note,
Yes.
I brought a treat today.
Yes,
It
yes,
is
we've all been
downstairs.
talking about that.
I made some rum cake.
I like rum.
Oh,
Hey, hell yeah.
Oh,
I would like some
okay.
rum cake, yes. You have a rum to share with everyone?
Oh, it is enough.
Okay, good.
You can't have it though,
Yeah,
because it's not
appreciate that,
keto.
Oscar. You're
It's not cute. Well, yeah.
Not keto, it's cake.
Didn't you say you're also not drinking for the week?
Well, but it was baked. But it was baked.
It's a double whammy.
But it was baked. That means the liquor is gone.
It depends on when you put the liquor in.
And how much?
Right
Drizzle a
at the
little
end.
bit of rum on top.
Right at the end.
Just as soon as that comes out of the oven.
Yeah. Quite literally.
Just like
yeah.
that nice little visit.
Like
2
Oscar's-
shots of vodka.
Yeah, Oscar's sitting there in the car, like I think it let it cool long enough, just pour it over on the drive over. I have to make sure it's nice and soaked. That way, when I get over there, it's
It needs a good 3 layers of
yeah,
glaze.
3 layers of glaze. Oh man.
You ever seen that video where the guy's making the protein shake and he's constantly adding more protein shake?
And more protein.
shake.
No, I haven't
Is that,
seen that.
You haven't seen that? Oh, it's hilarious.
Was it like an old Vine or something?
No, it's like no,
it's
somewhat
it's
new.
not recent, but it's not old.
Yeah, he's
like,
basically talking about making a protein shake, and he's just like, first we're gonna start with a cup of protein shake, then we're gonna add some sliced bananas, and then some ice and some protein shake, and then we're gonna add some more ice, and then you guessed it, more protein shake, and then some more protein shake, and then it's just it's
Did
fun.
you see these by the way?
Those are
Sounds
fun.
like my
saw
kind of
them.
protein shake.
Where's
Yeah,
Tino?
right. Yes, I feel
Yeah,
like that would
why didn't
kill
he
my
make
colon a
Dino?
little bit.
Is it like AI art though? That's what it is.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
You're
Is it
still
looks
working
like
on it.
AI art to me.
Oh no,
That's what I
you
was thinking.
you'd
It's-
be able
it's-
to see.
it's
AI art. No,
It-
AI
No,
art
that's
has
what
come
I'm-
so far.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
is.
Because that's what it looks like to
Yeah,
me.
it is.
But he's then customized it based off like what he could add. For example, so this was supposed to be you at first, but then he realized that he made.
So
that
you
too.
guys can go in the Discord and see what we're talking about.
Well,
too,
Not,
I think so.
No.
No,
Oh, no.
it's not the general. It's in the
Somewhere in
okay.
general, I didn't
It's
post
it's
that.
okay. Well, so
this was
regardless, so I'm
originally-
gonna take. So I'm gonna like next time when I actually have time. I've been like busy with work and everything, but I'm gonna take the fan art and everything like that and all that kind of stuff, and I'm gonna put it as like a highlight reel at the beginning and at the end.
So I
So-
showed Goblin. I said
And
Goblin.
that stuff's tight.
And then he was like,
It's
I
tight.
said fighter, and then he was like, okay, cool. But then he added this, thinking it was because he took a screenshot of Zatu. I said, we got one that's interesting. That might be difficult for you, which was Zatu.
Yellow ginger goblin with tentacles.
Well,
Yellow ginger goblin.
he took Goblin and then was like, okay, well, I'm going off this picture. But then I was like, okay, that's actually like a necromancy wizard. He's like, fuck. And I was like, all right. But I mean, the Goblin's basically that, but like no tentacle.
Yeah.
And it works.
But
All right.
we'll have to show you guys that here when we actually
But I mean,
so
like,
actually get
This
everything
shit's
solidified.
fucking
But,
cool, man.
but anyways, let's go ahead and reel it back in so we can actually get to a little bit of it.
Just a little bit.
What's our
Just a
title?
little bit.
What's our title, by the way?
The title of the stream.
Plans for the
Session
series.
session 6, back in the other side of Pike.
Hey, don't
quick
wave
little
at
life
them.
update.
Oscar.
Yes.
I saw Roberto, and
You did?
yeah, I'm seeing him again on March 1st.
Oh
Finish up my sleep.
Damn, that actually looks tight.
Nice.
Dude, nice. Good shit. When you finishing up the towel, so come by the shop. 'Cause I was looking at talking about finishing up like a little more on my sleeve anyway, so
March 1st.
March 1st? Okay.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Tight, dude. Okay. All right, text me before you go, that way I don't forget,
I
but
got you.
Add combat. If you want, add combat, but that's what we're gonna be doing, isn't it? To an extent.
Hold on. It
Might
hurted.
attract people.
Hey, bro.
It hurted
We don't-
real bad.
What's the title of the stream?
She was like,
Oh, yeah.
If you want, I mean, adding like saying combat session.
adding combat session. Oh yeah, I can see that.
At the end, at the beginning, wherever you want. I think it'll attract people.
to be fair, though, you
No, I get
can't
that.
miss an
Let
idea.
me go
Look at these noodle arms.
But hey, so while I'm getting this set up, you guys want to go ahead and give a little bit of recap? 'Cause I know Dion hasn't been here for a couple sessions.
Yes. Apologies.
Whoa.
Life comes at you fast.
So it
So,
does. Damn does.
from when was the last time you were here?
Yeah, what was the last thing you remember?
Roughly 3 sessions ago, it was after we had I got knocked down again, probably the 5th time in the campaign.
Listen, man, you're a low-level wizard. Just deal with it.
Hey, your
It
guardian
comes
wasn't
with the
there. Your guardian
territory.
druid was not there. It's okay.
And then after that, we kind of decided to disembark. We were like, okay, guys, maybe we bit off a bit too much to chew.
Yeah.
At that point, we left to go long rest.
All right, so
Well, it's pretty much we got out of the sewers after that encounter.
yeah, back up with me at the front because I technically wasn't there for that session for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you went back to the hotel and just recovered the entire time.
Yeah, we
The
went,
hotel.
we,
Yeah.
the inn, we
The
went to
inn,
the
sorry, the
inn.
inn.
We went by some stores so that she could get some armor. You
I got
got your
armor.
armor fixed.
Oh no, I got
better
new
armor.
ones. She used my old.
Yeah, got some potions and whatnot.
I was being oppressed.
You
That's
were
a-
being oppressed.
Being impressed.
Yeah,
Crazy
What
young.
else is new?
I couldn't get. Yeah, I'm a minority,
Yeah.
so
Delicately said, yes.
yeah, I couldn't get armor. So, yeah, and we recovered, had some breakfast. We were on our way to go back into the sewers. At least Eddard and Elena were, and we found that there was some commotion going on with the guards. So Kai and I decided to go investigate that, seeing as all the city guard were rushing, I should say, to the pier basically,
Okay.
to the coastline. We went there, met up with a young fisherman boy And he kind of like
Give us a fish.
Box of fish?
We bartered for the information.
By buying a box of
But
fish.
buying a box
A
of
box
fish.
of
Okay.
fish.
Yeah.
Good for
7
gold.
gold, I think it was.
I
7
like it.
gold.
I like it.
It gave us information saying the city might be attacked in like a day or two. So who knows? The
Oh,
city might go on Sunday.
By the
The
non-Hello
Imperials.
City of Pike guys.
The Imperials.
The
The
Imperials.
Imperials. That's
Yeah. So honestly, don't care about Pike. And since oppression and
it.
Hey, but they're free people, okay?
yeah, free my ass. Free my people. So kind of were like, all right, cool, got the information we needed, started running back, and then dropped a box of fish.
Oh no.
In what district was it? Remind me again. I know it's like a
It was the
Like an artisan?
Caesar District of the Arts.
Yeah,
Or
like
Caesar
the
District of the
arts
Arts.
district. So
Yeah.
fancy district. So
Okay.
now fish is just everywhere along the plaza there.
Yes.
Do
And
they
we're
think
like,
it's art?
we did not check that.
Yeah. You didn't stay around long enough to find out.
No, if it was our
I want to say that they did. I remember them saying that it was they were like appalled by it.
I don't think they were
so, right? I could
by
have
it.
swore like they looked at you guys.
They just
like,
kind of
and, like,
looked like
They looked, well, I think the looking wasn't even so much the fact that a bunch of fish were dropped. I think the look was because a tiny goblin took a giant salmon fish and was trying to hug it while slipping around, flopping, and
Run.
hobbling down the road with the
Yeah.
giant
I
fish.
didn't know that your goblin character was also the son of a shepherd.
And yeah, grabbed a big old piece of salmon, ran back to where they were.
He grabbed the salmon
Okay.
as it's still alive and it's as big as him.
Yeah, so imagine a 3-foot goblin holding a 3-foot salmon, just
Jeez.
bear hugging it.
Basically trying to wrestle this thing to death. Suffocate the fish.
Yeah. Make it back to Elena and Eddard where they're waiting in front of the sewers. Eddard is in deep trance, speaking to his inner demons.
It's
Basically,
one way to put it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's really the only way to put it. I don't know how else to do it.
and I see that he's just in trance, not really doing much, eyes rolled back. That's what I assume.
Normal stuff.
Yeah, normal
Yeah,
stuff. And
typical
I'm like,
Eddard.
that's not like Eddard. So I, try to give him a little wake up call and smack him with the fish.
I take it he didn't take too kindly to that.
Not kind
No,
of.
no,
He
no.
took my fish.
Yeah.
He still has the fish.
Still has
Technically speaking, he did carry the fish down to the sewers.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and the guard yelled at him for what was it? About the fish.
Well, the guard said
Oh,
that it's illegal to carry a fish openly like that.
Oh yeah. You got
And then I said-
an open
and then
carry.
I-
open carry.
And then I told him I confiscated from the dirty goblin, and he was like, "Oh yeah, right, brother, go get him."
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's so really he's going in there to go get. Well, actually, so he thought you said it was a goblin. He said like I thought I saw a gnome. You're like no, I'm pretty sure it was a guy. I was like, but I thought it was a gnome. And you're like he's like, all right, it doesn't even matter. Like, go get him. Yeah.
Small.
Short
yeah.
people got big problems.
But the funny thing is, that was actually kind of the perfect way to like wrap everything up because that was like literally where it is. So after they end up having this little fish fight above the
Very
sewer,
excited.
very thrilling fish fight. Everyone ended up kind of plunging down to the sewers, and you ended up following them as well. So the party is basically with you now. Nobody, you haven't really talked to anyone yet, but everyone just kind of crawled their way right into the sewers, and you guys are just chilling right there in the immediate downstairs where the guards kind of came. So, gonna change the little tunes in the background, but begin.
insane.
Okay, so as we walk down there, I just come up from behind Dino and slap him in the back of the head with the fish.
Well, that's perfect. Let's make an attack roll for that.
Oh, okay.
Are you raged?
No, not yet.
He is going to
Wait,
rage for
didn't we-
this.
I fell to the ground, didn't I? What happened? I like fell down into the sewer. Like,
Yeah, you kind of
laughing my ass
let
off.
go.
Yeah, because you heard the guards, so you just kind of like went down there. Yeah. Well, you were close up to the bottom. You just kind of like fell down.
What am I making? This is an
I was
arm
laughing.
attack, or
I was
what am
laughing so hard. I
improvised
just let
weapon.
go.
Improvised weapon? What?
But you were the first
that
to go
doesn't
down.
even.
Yeah.
What's improvised?
Yeah,
what do you
I
guys improvised weapon?
Yeah, improvised weapon. I'm
Are you
pretty
level
sure
4?
it's your strength modifier.
That I am. Yes, sir.
I
Pretty
just wanna
sure.
make we're on the
Okay,
same
that's
page.
okay. Well,
I'd have to look it up again, but I think that's right.
Sure, I'm level 4.
So that is a 17 plus 5 hit.
I have a feeling that hits.
Wait.
If we long rested, you don't have my mage armor on you any longer.
No. I think we're long past that, Zatu.
Just making sure.
I'm waiting for here to hear yes, it hits.
By the way,
he's really digging for something.
He's just trying to hold up for as long as possible.
as he's
He wants to
doing this-
read every ability.
He's building.
Second wind. What is anything? Like, there's supposed to be some fine text in
He's
here.
building the suspense, guys.
So
Does it hit?
So we have some. I just before like off topic. We're not. It's on topic, but out of character, right? While he's looking his shit up.
Sure.
We have a lot of people from my guild that tuned in last week that have now been trying to play catch up on the stream. So like they're watching session 1, 2. Like,
Ooh, cool,
actually
cool.
going through.
Okay.
So we have a decent people that actually enjoy what we're doing, and they Zatu, they're big fans of you, and they also think Roman's dead to me. Like, or to them is what they said. They said,
Well,
Roman,
I think he's dead to everyone
I approve
because
of this statement.
yeah.
Hey,
Rumlin's kind of a
Thanks, man.
Rumlin's kind of a dick,
Cheers.
so.
I'm also spamming the
Cheers.
shit out of people right now because we only need 7 followers now to hit our 50 mark. So
Hey.
Ooh, here we go. Come on, guys. We just need them. We need them. Let's
I
go.
will drink my Diet Mountain Dew to that.
oh, shut up. But no, I'm spamming people on my Discord. That
Gotcha. Well, cool. So, anyways,
So
yes.
it's your call, and if you want to make a modifier depending on like if it's a melee or a ranged weapon.
It's not rage, so it's just a standard.
It's a melee, but any improvised weapon, unless said so otherwise, it's a D4.
It's a D4.
It's
Yeah,
a D4 of what?
damage.
Damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
oh, I probably need to
Plus
go with
strength?
Uh,
I mean,
No, I think it's just D4, right?
it's just D4.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just D4.
I'm not really going for damage anyways.
Okay.
It's just more the
I'll let you half whatever you hit him with.
We can-
Just because like you're probably gonna realize, oh, this is really gonna hurt. You just gotta pull back.
Oh, I don't care. I'll take whatever result
Then
you got.
roll your D4,
I just
brother.
don't care that it's a D4.
Then roll your D4, brother.
I mean, you'll have to check.
It's a 1.
God, those fish, man.
Where are you hitting me exactly?
Back of the head.
Back of the head.
Yeah. I mean,
You have a little
you
bit
went
of a
down
headache.
before me anyways.
Yeah. I guess I'm just still laughing at what just happened up there, and I just didn't really hear him because I'm also laughing at Kai because he's on the floor laughing, and all I hear is just this wet, slappy smack at the back of my head.
Actually, it's probably more like as it kind of like goes through because you're gonna end up having this is the lovely part about this is the lovely part about fish hitting though, because the fish hitting goes like this, like so the fish eyes are kind of like this, the mouth kind of. So when the fish kind of comes through, you like if I imagine like a wide camera angle, like the camera's over here. You're gonna be sitting there kind of laughing at. You're gonna end up seeing this giant barbarian just like whale back a fish. And you see it's kind of like face just kind of like fly back as it comes through like the camera angle that goes slow motion, kind of pans over. You see this fish face with a little tongue, and it ends up hitting the side of your face. As it kind of just flows you off to the side. Very very lovely sound effect.
This is a very interesting fish.
It's a very, very vivid picture I'm trying to paint here of the salmon.
I just kind of fall onto the floor like on top of Kai after that smack.
Gotcha. Well, so as you two are rolling on the floor next to each other, you end up actually kind of coming to and realizing that Zatu is just waiting down there, just kind of looking at you guys, just like,
Do I even want to ask what's going on?
Oh, hey.
Ow! Oh, I Zatu.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Now, Edard, you put Kai down.
Wait, what?
What?
Huh?
Is he not a druid? Can you not turn into animals?
This
No.
is
I'm still right here, man. I'm not the fish.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see you back there, man.
you broke him.
Anyways, I got a good nap in. You guys ready to dive back into the shenanigans in the sewer?
You're feeling better.
Oh, speaking of which, here's
Yeah,
a
well.
potion of gaseous form that I found while I was down there.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You farted in a bottle. It's about all it is.
It's already fishy down here.
But you'll need this. I promise.
So as you guys end up getting down, kind of resituating yourself, Elena, I think you actually roll history for me.
Seven plus 5.
So you do remember when you guys ended up walking into the shop earlier and picking up a couple things. One of the things you picked up was some kind of a mask. Okay. So Zatu, you're going to end up recognizing that Elena's kind of putting this mask on. Looks like.
Hey, what's going on with that mask?
I mean, I don't want the
plague?
Well, actually, he was down there. I mean, anyways, not that you know what the mask is, but he was at least there for whenever we were.
It was down there, yeah, but he's not familiar with the mask.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen the mask.
Nobody gonna fill me in?
It's just a replacement for when we use the Rex.
Okay. Oh, no, that's a good idea.
Yeah, they didn't give a lot, so we got one, I think.
We only got the one.
It's fine. I mean, she's
Yeah, we split it three
between.
ways.
I mean, you two are the most squishy of all of us. So
Yeah.
it's best for not in that way. Just you're not very adorable.
what?
Adorable, whatever you want to call it.
Adorable?
I think he said
By,
adorable.
by the way, these two have grown closer together.
We have
I'm
not.
pretty sure they stayed in the same room the other night.
That did not happen.
It's possible. I have not confirmed nor denied that.
I'm writing it down for my necromantic.
Kai, are you a virgin? Is it why you try to talk about?
I'm the oldest one here.
It doesn't
Oh, that
mean
doesn't answer
anything.
his question.
I had
now.
kids.
That does not mean anything.
I had kids.
Okay, that answers my question.
Well, now he's the informed question. Yes, they were mine.
Well,
Good for you, mate.
what animal were you?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting on. That's wrong.
I was not a druid until after.
Listen,
My
are
kids died.
they actually blue?
Yeah, are they red or green?
Are they blue, red,
What color is the
Purple?
sheep's wool?
white?
Do the drapes match the carpet?
First of all,
What are
they're
drapes?
little boys, okay?
Oh, goodness.
You want to know what a little boy looks like
Just
naked?
no. Whoa,
What?
whoa. Oh, I see.
Whoa.
Yeah, the match
What
is
are you
good.
doing?
You never heard that expression,
All right,
Mike.
let's
Pulse the saddle for a
stop
second,
with this
brother.
conversation right now. Let's just get going. Do you
One
still
was
have
green
key to
and one
get
was
back
red.
to where we need to be?
Oh, I do have a dream.
All right, let's go where the halflings are and get down there.
What's up, Matt?
It's like, whoa! Hey! Whoa, guys!
What did I just walk into?
And that'll do it for this week. Tune in next week where we push the limits of what Twitch has to offer.
Chris Henson joins the chat.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
All right. So as you guys end up making it through the first level of the inner part of the dungeon, you end up getting a little bit of that whiff of acid that's just kind of still kind of burning a little bit of your noses as you end up walking by and over through. And as you end up getting over to that door and unlocking it, you're gonna end up. Who's in the back of the room?
I'm in the front.
I don't know,
I'm in the middle.
We would have kept the same order.
I mean, I went down.
Well,
I'm just gonna
So
line us
you
up.
guys wouldn't be inside the dungeon yet.
I mean, I'm the one opening the door.
Oh yeah, so I'd be right behind you then.
I'd like to be in the middle also, because,
I guess
Wizard.
I'm at the back.
yeah, wizard
I'm
things.
at the back. That's fine.
Okay. All right. So, Eller, I want you to go ahead and roll perception.
It's a 4.
Okay. So as you end up going over there and opening the door is going to go ahead and creep open, and you're going to end up getting a really, really strong smell. It's going to end up kind of burning a little bit of not just like your nostril, but kind of like a little bit of your tongue and a little bit of the inside of your mouth. I want both of you to go ahead and roll a con save for me.
Wait, both who?
Both of you, up front.
If you still have the rags that I gave you, go ahead and put them on.
I take the rag out and I tie it around my face. Bandito style.
Bandito style.
18.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
7. Okay. As you end up doing that, you go ahead and kind of get a little bit of like an extra strong whiff that just kind of hits you really fast. And
You okay?
you go ahead and take
You got
one
the whiff?
acid damage.
How much?
1 acid damage.
What is? All right.
It's gonna end up like really burning a little bit of the back of your throat. You're gonna feel yourself kind of gagging a little bit. It's like you're like not just
Sure?
gasping
Okay.
for breath, but you're
you can
like
smell it if you want some.
you're gonna end up kind of gasping for breath a little bit
It's
and
not-
kind of like
yeah.
almost feel like you're choking on your tongue.
It's the rum from the rum cake.
I mean,
Oh God. Oh yeah. Mask up, everyone. Ooh.
Ooh.
was that in character or was that not actually in character? I'm confused because that actually works.
The first one was.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in the wrong. All right, so as you end up kind of opening that door and everyone goes ahead and mass up, what do you want to do?
I tighten my mask a little bit.
Yeah, you're tightening your mask to your face.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can.
Good job. All right, so what are the rest of you doing? Who's gonna be first one down?
I mean, I'll still go in first. I don't mind because I don't remember damage happening, so I'm not afraid of anything.
I'll be right behind. Right behind.
Okay.
And then as I'm going down, I'll put my mask on in the head. Well, the cloth.
Okay.
It's not too, I think.
All right, so you guys end up going down.
Yeah.
So remember, this is gonna work the same way as last time. The way it's gonna work. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, the way that it ends up working in this particular level of the sewer, because of the level and volume of acid that's down there, it's basically just eroding away the underside of the holdout city of Pike. Every step that they take in here is going to be done in combat. As they end up walking through, everything's going to be done in combat turn. So it doesn't matter if you're moving from point A to point B, if you're checking a door, if you're checking a lock, if you're helping somebody or whatever it is you're doing, you're having to do it through combat. Because at the end of combat, everyone's having to make a con save. If they fail the con save, they're taking damage. So just a quick refresher on that for you guys.
Absolutely.
And here we go. Everyone roll initiative.
We go.
Give it
Guys,
good
go
one
on
today.
What's people rolling?
Ooh, there we go.
So did he.
All right, let's go above a 20. Okay, 15 to 20. 18?
You're in the back again.
All right.
Okay, there's room to move around.
All right, let's go to 10 to 15.
13.
14.
13, 14.
12.
Elena, so 13, 14. Wait, so 14, 13, 12.
Correct.
So Kai. And then
8. What's on my class?
Okay. All right. So now you guys are down there. Let's kick it off.
Okay.
All right. So first one going to be down there, and so everyone move out of the hallway. Let's have everyone stand next to it. So first one down into the actual chamber is going to end up being. So nobody's in the chamber yet. It's just going to be Edard going to be first one in the chamber. So there you go. All right. So Edard, you're down there. What do you want to do?
I'm messaging you and then I'll let you.
You are messaging me. Okay.
All right, and then okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, oh, by the way, what's the light situation down here?
Light situation is terrible.
Terrible. Okay, so I will go ahead and strike a torch.
We long rested.
Yep.
Yeah, we long rested.
Back to
Okay.
normal.
Strike a torch. So I have my torch on me, and then I am just going to. I'll just say, I'm just going to head down the same way we came last time. So when you come out, go to the left, just so they can hear me. And then I am just going to play it safe for now and just do my 30 feet of movement. So 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. And then I will just wait there.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to hold an action. So if any kind of something comes towards to try to attack me from this direction, then I want to be ready to attack it.
Sounds good. All right, go on to Elena.
I would like to go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
And I guess I will just follow suit behind him.
Okay. Your con save, Edard.
With the rags, we get advantage.
Yeah,
right?
you get advantage with the rags.
That is a 12.
Okay.
And I do one now too, correct?
Yes, and that's how you're doing this movie.
Yes.
Going to Kai.
Okay.
Is there no difference between what she has?
Oh wait, she has the thing on.
She has the mask.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. So I gotta go ahead and do it. Cool.
Your mask is only good for so long.
Apparently.
Should have bought more filters.
All right, go into Kai.
So I never came down here, right?
No.
So
you're gonna end up kind of sliding through this rock. Do you have night vision or?
I do not.
Okay. So you're gonna only be able to see about 15 feet because there is a light that LR's holding. I think it's what it is, right? 15 feet radius.
I think it's 20.
20.
I believe it's 20.
20.
20 bright light, and then actually no, I think it's 20 altogether. 10.
It's okay. Honestly, I'm gonna produce slime anyway.
Okay. Well, there we go. I don't even have to look it up.
That's not gonna matter. But my question is gonna be, one, because I was down here at a certain point. Do I recognize where I'm at, or am I at a different? Because I didn't come down the entrance.
I want you to roll, history with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
So it actually is 40 feet. 20 bright light and a 20-foot radius of bright, and then
Nice.
20-foot radius of dim.
That makes sense. Okay.
I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah, you don't.
So I rolled a 16, and then I
Good.
rolled a 1.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah, and to be honest, it would be really difficult for you to kind of remember. Like it would be like looking at the Grand Canyon from inside and looking at the Grand Canyon from outside. Like, yeah, this is the same place. I was standing right there.
What is my spider? What is my spider friend still here? I was being stared at by a spider, and I winked at it, and it winked back at me a couple times. Just FYI.
Okay.
So if I run into a spider and I look at it and kind of wink at it, I'm gonna wait for a response.
What are you
Don't
doing
just
now?
smash my spiders, okay? Or try to capture them. Let me know, because it might help us.
I'm sorry, I would never hurt your future baby mom.
I am
Go for the
gonna
next kid.
I am gonna cast produce flame now.
Okay.
So I have a it's in my
You're
hand.
holding the cantrip. Got it. All right.
I see you, Mr.
Anything else? You
Is
want
there anything around that I could actually light realistically with it? Like, could I light a
There's no torches or anything down there. Okay. Actually, so this is your first time down here. I want you to go ahead and roll. How actively are you looking?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not showing up.
I don't have much vision. I'm probably just quickly glancing in the front and behind.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll investigation really quick. 'Cause if you're kind of looking to see if there's anything worth lighting, you're probably
16.
searching over the area. 16. So as you're looking around the area, you're gonna end up recognizing that basically all of the walls in this are just kind of corroded and eroded away. Like it feels like the walls themselves are just like kind of smoothed out. Like maybe they were once kind of coarse, but like over time, if they've kind of been exposed to this acid, they're kind of just eroding and eroding and eroding and kind of dissolving and turning into dust on the sides and kind of just collecting. Some of them actually look like parts of them have just kind of crumbled away.
Thank
Thanks for the
you.
follow.
What's up, Red?
They're going to end up kind of crumbling.
Love you.
They're going to have having kind of crumbled away and fallen off to the side. And as you're looking around even more, you're going to end up seeing this giant like pool of what looks like some kind of acid behind you. You're kind of just scanning the area.
Okay. But I noticed the floor where we're at is clear. Like, no.
There's no
Acid.
acid that you can see there.
Cool. Perfect. All right, that's fine. I mean, I pretty much just produced flame, and I'm waiting to follow.
Okay.
To the extent.
All right, go ahead and make a con save, and with advantage because you wrapped a rag around you. So Zatu,
I would like to cast Mage Armor on myself.
go ahead.
Alright. Assembled myself, and now I would like to
11.
follow along with the party.
With advantage, you said you almost got.
Oh, with advantage. Sorry.
Yeah, with advantage. You said you almost got. 11 still passes.
11 still passes. So it's
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna stay with the 11.
Now I'm going to roll a con save.
Okay.
I rolled with advantage.
Yeah.
Yes, it's advantage.
12
You're good.
and 10.
Cool. You're good. All right, going to Dina.
pass up. Just gonna make my way right behind that right there. And that's it.
Okay. Cool. All right, going to Edard.
Okay. That's 11.
11.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
And then I guess I will go.
So you did your con save at the beginning then?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. You do it at the end normally.
Okay.
The only reason I say it is because if you sustain damage, then the end of the turn would be where that knocks you. I'm not gonna have the acid knock you at the beginning of your turn.
I got you.
That's why it's the end of the turn. So.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right here at this corner.
Okay.
There, there's basically, it looks like there's just enough room to walk right here, I guess.
Barely. It's a tight ledge.
Yeah. So I guess that's the way I'm going to go. I'm going to try to stay out of the acid this time.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Guys, do we want going up on its own? Heads up. Remember last time? He dove in the acid. He just dove straight in.
7. Okay. You're gonna end up kind of hearing a little bit of like what sounds like just kind of like corroding almost, like kind of just like a little bit of a hissing sound from something on that ledge, kind of on the other side, like not the side you're on, but on the other side. You're gonna end up seeing what looks like a little bit of the actual like overhang just kind of crumble and fall to the acid and just kind of start like kind of sizzling a little bit as it seems like the rocks kind of float for a second. They kind of start to slowly keep sifting down a little bit deeper in. It doesn't like completely dissolve.
Like the actual ceiling over here, or something like on the wall?
Like so you see how that hallway has 2 sides?
Yeah.
The side that's opposite of you, it looks like a little bit of the overhang just kind of broke off and fell in.
Oh, okay.
And you're also going to end up hearing a little bit of like an echo.
Okay. And then as far as my action, I'm just going to do the same thing. If something comes from in front of me to attack, I'll just be ready for a great action.
Okay, cool. All right.
That's my turn.
Okay. You already did your con save. Going to Elena.
I will just continue following behind him.
Okay.
You have Dino in front of you. Just letting you know.
Put the spider web on me.
You're just going your full
Christ.
30.
Same character.
Yeah.
Same character.
There fucking is, man.
My bad.
Bruce Flame.
30.
Well, excuse you.
Well, I didn't see you there.
Because I'm small?
I mean, you have a light.
I also can't see very well at
I
night.
have produced flame, so you guys do have vision right now.
I have a torch.
I have produced
Yeah, but it's not.
You're gone!
Let's have a pissing contest about who produces more light for the lady.
I thought you were talking about. Anyways, your light doesn't really do anything
Hi.
behind her.
Hi.
I mean,
light's,
it's still
Guys,
My light's bigger.
my light's bigger.
Look,
Mine's
Anna, Elena's all yours, man. It's okay. You're fine. You've already
We're not having this conversation in the game.
trying to yell
All right.
at
It's not
you. Oh,
happening.
you know what? That's probably what.
All right, so as you end up walking over there, I want you to go ahead and roll perception.
Have you guys ever seen that Viva La Dirt video?
Yeah.
I still
Hey, Greg.
need glasses.
Mine's bigger.
So what were you saying?
I still need glasses, so it's a 7.
Okay, you're gonna end up noticing actually the same exact thing that Ellard knows. You guys are both gonna kind of be looking at that little crumble of rock that just kind of fall off the overhang. All right, okay, go on the Kai.
Okay,
Come
so
on, man.
I'm gonna follow. That's pretty much wrong, right? I'm gonna. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Do I need to
Excuse me.
do a con save?
Excuse
or
me.
is it master?
Oh, my bad.
Did you actually kick him?
The mass negates your
No.
ability. Or not
I'm
negates,
not gonna
negates
do
your
it.
need.
I mean, he only broke my mini. I gotta
Hey, Drew, why don't you turn to somebody who's skinnier?
First of all, I am actually very fit.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's hard to tell under all those rags.
I know. I got the wolf
He's a
pelt.
Drew.
I have a wolf pelt like underneath my.
Overneath.
Over top.
Overneath.
Over top. That's my armor.
Oh, so you're trying to copy me now?
No, that's what he gave me. That's what he designed it as.
Scott,
Like the armor I bought, he described it as a wolf pelt, like a dire wolf pelt.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like, that's what it is.
It's very
Fuck
ornate
up.
armor. It's very nice armor too.
That's why I had him do the AI with a wolf.
Alright, come on.
Like, no, I mean I'm there. I produce flame. I'm just kind of
Okay, you're just hanging out.
Yeah, I'm just following.
All right, do your con save. Go into Zatu.
All right, so I've got night vision. I'd like to peer around.
Man, everybody's getting that 7 today.
Still with advantage?
You got 7?
Still with advantage?
No, not with advantage.
You know what? I'm actually gonna move.
There's no advantage for that.
Oh, I thought we had it last time. Why did we have it last time?
You
compared to
did.
this time.
20.
You did. No,
It's okay,
nobody had
I'll be
advantage
nice
for
on
their
my turn.
for their
Just-
perception. Oh no, wait. Oh, sorry.
You-
No, sorry. Yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah, go ahead and roll. Sorry. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay, I rolled a con save, 11.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Sorry.
I just happened to gallivant about 20 feet onwards, and at that point, I'd like to use my night vision to peer out in front of me. See what I see.
So from where you're at, yeah, actually, I want you to roll perception.
All right.
Oh, actually, do I? Too late. Already passed me.
Perception is going to be intelligence, wisdom.
I just realized.
Perception?
there's a door.
Yeah.
It was wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, if you look at it on your thing, it should say on there.
Well, I'm using the app.
Oh, okay. Well, it should stay on there though.
You don't have it on your list?
Well, you roll 7 or a 1?
It should be wisdom.
A 1. Oh, right. We're off to a rough day, guys. All right, so, you're trying to look in front of you and everything, and you're not really able to see anything, at least from that distance. You're just kind of giving it a glance, and nothing really catches your eye.
Okay. I'd like to tell the party, hey guys, can't see anything. And I'd like to pass my turn.
Well,
at that point.
Yeah, well, you weren't exactly actively looking. You're just kind of like you said. You were just kind of like looking off in that
Gazing
direction,
off,
yeah, gazing.
okay.
Not like if you told me you were like trying to search for something, then I would have had you roll investigation. But because you said you're just kind of gazing over in that direction, it's gonna be more of like your passive,
Gotcha.
yeah, your
Okay.
passive stuff.
Why'd you make a
I'd
wisdom?
like-
Yeah, hold on.
Right,
Why'd you
so-
make a wisdom check?
You're supposed to say perception.
I didn't get to the screen in time, so I just added my modifier
Because
there.
he rolled
okay.
a wisdom.
But he just added his modifier to it.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
All right, that's fair.
All right, so
I was
Bill,
like, wait a second.
so Zatu, go ahead and make your
Huh?
con save. Dino.
19.
It's always gonna be advantage con save.
Yeah, as long as you have that thing over your face
19.
until it dissolves or something. Or you don't
Wait,
Weird.
do we-
Where'd you go?
We all have a mask. I thought she was the only one.
We all
that had it.
messed up. I mean,
She
we
has-
have the rags.
She has a mask,
Oh, we
but
put the
whenever
rags.
we
I have, like,
were
a
in here,
respirator
I had
package.
a spare shirt that I just
Okay,
tore up.
okay. All right.
Sure, wasn't a
Sorry,
loincloth.
I missed that part.
Yeah, we all made that joke.
Sure.
I heard that, but I missed that at the same time.
Sure.
So Zatu, your con save is good.
Yes, 19.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and dash.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna move, excuse me. Pardon.
You have
No,
dark vision, right?
I do have dark vision.
Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Ah!
As you end up kind of walking around that corner.
What's your problem? Don't be so snoopy.
7.
7.
Said 7 again.
Sevens and ones.
Let's go to the casino, guys.
God.
Lucky number 7.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you end up walking. Okay, you end up walking. You want to go all the way over to that corner.
Huh?
You want to go all the way over to that corner?
Yeah, I dashed. I want to take a look at
Okay.
a gander into that that hole that we peered in.
All right. So it's funny. As you get that close, I want you to go ahead and roll another perception.
Boy, double whammy.
Wraith sees you and sucks your soul out.
This time it's a natty 20.
Natty 20.
There you go.
So as you end up kind of like getting through that corner and going the rest of the way, you're gonna end up seeing what was like just like the tail end of like some kind of a spectral form kind of like pass through the wall. Then as you end up kind of getting up a little bit closer and like kind of grabbing on the edge, and you see like what looks like another kind of spectral form, but it's like a different color almost. And as it ends up kind of like moving away from you and a little bit farther out, you end up kind of like grabbing a little bit of what you're trying to see and kind of clear in a little bit. As you kind of raise your eyes up, you're gonna seeing that this specter seems to have a different shade to it. It's not like this kind of like this pinkish, purplish, transparency clear. It's more green and it seems drooping and it seems like it's almost sickly to an extent. As you end up kind of looking over to that other room to the little hole in the wall.
Am I able to also like kind of inspect the wall as well to see like how sturdy it is?
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation for me.
14.
Okay. So as you end up getting up and kind of investigating the wall after seeing this thing, you're gonna end up kind of recognizing that like your hand's starting to burn a little bit as you're kind of moving your hand to touch the wall. You're gonna end up seeing that it's kind of like the remnants of like almost like drops of acid or something. That are kind of like on your hand as you're touching. You kind of pull your hand away as you're kind of inspecting, and you end up seeing there's like you kind of like are following the trail of this. It looks like the wall is pretty intact, but it's kind of like dissolving little parts of it. And as you look a little bit farther and kind of like follow this trail of like dripping stuff, you see it looks like it's kind of coming from, or seems to have kind of followed a path like relatively to where this kind of sickly looking specter is.
We can.
Interesting. Okay.
And as you end up kind of sitting there and just kind of like figuring this out and looking at your hand, you're gonna end up seeing like basically some of the callus on your fingertips are just kind of like burning away.
Okay, I'm just gonna wipe it off myself. See if that gets it off.
It feels like you pretty much got rid of it at this point.
Okay. So you said I saw like just kind of green sickly specter on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
Hey, Etta, do you think it'd be smart to break down this wall?
Isn't that where we sold the wraith?
Well, I say it'd be a very good shortcut to probably deal with whatever's going on down here. I mean, from what I saw, there's just acid behind us and acid in front of us.
Can I hear this conversation?
I mean, we could try it.
You can hear a little bit of it.
What? Well, if we see no other option, I guess the wall will have to come down.
Can I look to see if I see any cracks?
Let's keep looking ahead, and we
When it
can
gets
always
to your
circle
turn, yeah,
back.
you could interject really quick.
That's what I want to do. So I want to kind of interject to say, well, don't forget I gave us all those gaseous forms, or a potion of gaseous forms that allow us to pass through like small cracks, crevices.
How many?
Everybody has one.
Okay.
She has like half of one. She spilled some of it.
It's true.
I technically have 3 total, but
Oh, okay.
but
Yes,
I'm
you're right.
remember.
Why so?
I remember it.
I do.
Okay.
You opened it up and you rolled like a nat 1. And you dropped like or half of it or some shit.
So you were trying to.
But I have an extra, so it's fine. But I say we might don't forget if we find a crevice or a crack that we can slide through, it might be beneficial.
So into the hole.
Instead of breaking the wall down, we can just pass through it.
Yes, into the hole.
It's an option. Let's keep looking.
Alright.
We also
Well, I
might-
ended my turn there, and let me
Okay.
give my thoughts.
All right, go into Edard.
Alright, I'm just going to head right over to these doors.
Okay. So as you end up kind of taking that path, I want you to go ahead and make a deck save.
You know how these turned out, guys.
On our 7.
Oh, it's a 19. 1921.
So as you end up walking along this path,
Mhm.
you're going to end up reaching this point, and this is just going to break out from underneath.
So is he in the acid now?
Rolled
Nope.
a 19.
I can't see.
So that just ends
It
up
crumbled
breaking
away.
out.
Okay, so
If
5,
you not, but like,
5,
if
10,
you- was that
15,
the
20, 25.
That's
30
the-
gets me in front of the door. Can I
So we're
see
with
through
the
that
classic
door,
captain.
or is that a full? This is that one in like the corner, like.
Yeah, so when you end up getting there, you can see
Okay.
it's a door. And as you end up kind of glaring inside, you can see what looks like a waterfall almost with acid just kind of pouring out of something and just like cascading down right there and splashing around every which way.
And can I see that there is land here that I can walk through?
Mhm.
Am I able to like open the door? Or is it locked?
You could try. You haven't used an action yet, so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna holler back and hey, there's a door here. I'm going to try to open
Go for a big boy.
it. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to open it.
So it doesn't look like there's actually a hinge or anything to it. It looks like it's just basically like a drop gate, and you could try to like pick it up and kind of like jar it up.
Okay. I'm gonna
Test
do
your
that.
might.
Okay, go ahead and roll a athletics.
13.
13. So as you end up kind of grabbing it and trying to like leverage yourself as best as you can to really yank this thing up, you end up yanking it up like a couple little pegs, and you end up noticing that there's like a chain or something that's just kind of like stopping it from moving up any further. And you're gonna end up seeing that there's like a counterweight that's kind of like on the other side. Like as you sort of lift it up, the counterweight sort of kind of drop a little bit towards the ceiling. But it's gonna be really difficult to actually do unless you either cut the counterweight off or manage to somehow reach all the way into the room, grab the counterweight, and then pull the rest of the way. You're like struggling to hold up while this is happening. Like you kind of have it at this point where it's just kind of stuck. Still.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like locked into place at that point.
No. You're still kind of holding it while you're
All right, so I just let it go then.
Okay. And it's going to end up shumming back down. You're going to hear like an echoing metal sound just going through all the hallways.
All right, and then I'll just This door is being stopped by a counterweight on the inside. We can either cut it if we want to get in, or try to pull it down through the gate.
Someone in the chat roll a d20 for me.
For those that don't know, I'll roll an example. Slash 20. So you do exclamation point D space 20, and you can roll a d20. So
That was just an example, right?
That was
yes,
just an
that
example.
is just an example. I said that before I did it. So
Because it
if
wasn't the
somebody
best
wants
roll.
to roll smash, pretty sure he's still in here. Fucking follow that shit. Maybe he's probably AFK.
Okay. Somebody else want to go ahead and roll it?
13.
13. Okay. All right.
I guess at that point
Or red.
that's my turn. So, I'm going to.
Yeah.
Con
so
save.
we added that last week.
What's a
You
9?
can do any
9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exclamation point D20.
So
D
you're gonna
space,
end up taking
whatever number of dice it is.
2 acid damage.
2 acid damage. Oh, I'm down to 1
Maybe you have
temp
to get a
HP.
Oh
Yes,
boy.
other than that 20.
1 temp HP. I had 3 temp HP. I just lost 2. I still have my health. It's temp HP, not
Okay.
not my.
I was.
Oh, is that your random?
I was like, you're at
Yeah.
1 health. How?
No.
That fish did more damage than I
Well, I mean, it might have been right.
All right. Going to Elena.
I'm just gonna try to walk up behind him and see if I can.
So you have
thought. Get up behind it.
5, 10.
I'm telling you.
You're there. This.
What else am I supposed to do? Just stand there and not doing anything?
You're at. You've used 10 right now, and then there's a whole square that's blocked by acid.
Can I just hop over it?
You can try to. It's gonna be a 5-foot jump.
I would like to try.
Okay.
Athletics.
It's gonna be a for this. Probably gonna make it be acrobatics.
Awesome, because I have a +3 to that and a 0 to athletics. That's an 8.
No, I changed my mind.
Okay. So as you end up kind of jumping over and like trying to grab onto something, you're gonna end up feeling like your feet kind of like slip on some of the dust and everything as you land on the other side. You're kind of like grabbing onto the sidewalls, trying to like pull yourself back as you're slipping. You end up like pulling yourself enough where you don't fall into the acid, but you end up kind of falling flat on your back, trying to crawl at the wall and just in the dust.
Ow.
So you've used 5, 10 to get to the place where you jumped,
Okay.
and then how much is she gonna use for jumping?
Jumping is gonna be 10.
10. So you're at 20 feet. That'd be half your movement. So
Okay.
that would be
Oh, sorry, it was 5. No, she only jumped a 5-foot gap, so it was 5.
okay. So yeah. So 5, 10, 15. Then you landed on your back. So half of your movement to get up. So that's the rest of your.
Okay.
You can basically just stand up and that's it. Unless you want to dash.
Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
All right. So as you end up kind of like falling on your back and then starting to get back up, as you're like kind of like trying to situate yourself, and because it's a really narrow ledge anyways, you're kind of just trying to like push yourself up and kind of get yourself supported, like trying to stay kind of like up against the wall away from the acid. As you end up standing up the rest of the way, you're going to end up noticing what is kind of like this little like spectral kind of flare almost over there in the doorway. It's barely going to kind of like a will-o-wisp almost, just kind of like right through. As that happens, you're going to end up seeing something kind of like come out of the wall, and not even through doors, like straight through the wall, and start going directly over towards you. And everyone roll initiative.
Oh shit.
Are we not keeping the same initiative?
No, we're keeping the same initiative.
Oh.
For this at least, we're going to keep the same initiative.
So then
Is
don't roll
Elena gonna roll
initiative.
her
No. We're keeping the same initiative for this. Like this order right now for normal out of combat. Combat, we're still rolling it.
Oh, okay.
Um,
God dang it, man.
7.
Okay. Let's go above the 20.
You just put me last. I rolled that one.
oh. You didn't even have an initiative.
Yoinks.
Well, it's 3.
About 3. I mean, that's
Okay. Let's go 15 to 20.
17.
17?
17 also. Or technically 18 because of my +1 initiative.
So 18.
So 18.
So 18.
Sorry. I just been rolling the dice as opposed to.
Okay, so then Zatu, Dino. Let's go 10 to 15.
What?
No.
No?
No. I have a 9.
Okay. Let's go less than 10. All right, what do you guys?
9.
All 3.
8.
9, 8.
Well, looks like the goblins are in power once again. Let's make it happen.
the pointy-eared people rule.
Hey.
You old
So,
Pointy ear.
do we all notice we're about to be in combat at this point?
You guys probably don't.
Have not.
So
okay.
yeah. And then Elena, and then.
I asked a question.
All right. So, starting with Zatu. So Zatu, as you're actually staying there, you're gonna end up seeing what looks like this kind of like super sickly looking
Ow.
specter
That was
just
my
kind of
toe.
hop out through the
She
wall
just
right
like
here,
attacked my toe.
right behind Dino,
Woohoo.
and it's just gonna start staring at Dino directly. And then another specter is gonna end up coming out.
Oh, I
and
forgot
that's
you
the
were
one
over
that's
there.
right here.
Oh, by
It's-
the
it's okay.
hole, inspecting the hole.
It's by the hole that you're inspecting.
Yay.
The
All right.
whole inspector.
So Zatu is up to you.
Alright, so first I'd like to start off by screaming to Dino, you got a Sheila on your 6.
I turn around and just see like, oh.
I would respond at the same time. Zatu, don't leave my side. I got you. I heard you.
Okay.
All right.
So, at that point, I'd like to move 5, 10.
That's it.
I heard you got fucked up last time, man. I did pretty well.
I didn't have mage armor last time, now I do.
Okay. All right.
And I would like to cast a spell. I can't
Sure.
specifically.
Well, which one?
Dun dun dun.
No. It's not
Bonfire?
dangerous yet.
Kind of dead already. but-
One shot. Oh.
I am going to cast Infestation.
Infestation. Okay.
Give crabs. Apparently, a cloud of flea or mites and other parasites appear momentarily when one creature you can see within range. They must succeed on a Constitution save or take 1d6 of poison damage.
And it, I'm assuming that actually fails. That's an 11.
Okay, it's a 14 to save.
Yeah, so it's 11.
And it is going to take a whopping wrong dice. Sorry. It's going to take
What's up, Taco?
Taco!
Oh no, there's no excuse, man. Hey,
He's also 2 hours behind us.
That's true.
It doesn't matter.
So,
Are you sending
Anyway,
us shepherd's pie?
Hey,
That is the
whopping.
question.
1 damage.
of what?
Poison.
Poison?
Yeah.
Alright, so as you end up casting this infestation on it, you're going to end up seeing that it just seems to kind of like fly around and fly through the specter, and it eventually just kind of dissipates.
My hero.
Wait, the specter
warned
just
you about-
dissipates, or his
I warned you
attack
about the shield.
dissipates?
The infestation just kind of dissipates.
I know why.
So the specter's still there.
Spectre's still there.
Okay.
It actually doesn't really seem like it's noticed.
No, it's dead. It's
It
gone.
didn't do anything.
At that point, I'd like to move 10 feet back behind.
Just did toll of the dead man. Come on.
I just kind of look towards Zatu and just like,
It's like somebody dipped.
Orange Tic Tac.
No,
Tic Tac.
It's really good.
maybe, but somebody it
That's
like
what it tastes
green Skittles, but just like faint
like.
green
It
Skittles.
just takes like the orange Tic
Lime
Tacs.
Skittle or green apple?
Probably lime
Lime.
because there's a lime on the.
Citrus punch.
Anyways.
Ooh, but he
Anyway.
can send a recipe for us. He can send a recipe for the shepherd's pie.
Nice.
All right, going to Dino.
alright, so
Oh.
I see this thing fully
Can't do
just
that.
staring at me.
Yes.
Okay.
We're about to die, Taco. That's what you've missed.
If I get hurt, probably.
You didn't have me last time. It's okay.
Hopefully we don't PPK here.
But you never know. Not with
Alright,
this group.
since it already sees us as hostile, then I'm just gonna go full on.
No reason with it. Come on, man. Talk it out.
Well, see, already, nat 20 it is.
Oh, 27.
There you go.
20 is a solid hit. That's a hit.
Yeah,
27.
so that's with my magic sword.
Excuse me.
All
So
right.
it's gonna be a 14 with the crit,
I've taught her well.
and then there's the bonus damage from it. So that's an additional 16 to hit.
16 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause-
16 hits.
Okay. So that's going to do a d6 of the poison damage. So that's a 6.
Okay, so
So
how much
20 in total.
20 in total?
Yeah.
Wow. That is a lot of
Don't
damage.
forget, it also got hit with a fish too. So
By
it's
Taco.
Wait a minute.
By
It
Taco.
takes fish damage.
By Taco. Taco did your fish.
yeah, Taco hit it with fish.
All right, so yeah, that was a lot of damage. So as you end up kind of like tearing through with your strikes, you're gonna see that the Spectre
What?
ends up kind of like splashing a little bit of like almost like acid substance off onto the concrete and some of the cobblestone. You're gonna end up seeing the cobblestone beginning kind of like fading a little bit as you see the Spectre barely begins to remain in its form and kind of stay in front of you.
Oh,
I'll follow up with my scimitar.
Okay.
do it.
It's a 24. Okay.
Okay, 24's gonna hit.
That's 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. All right. So as you end up coming through with that second blow, you're gonna end up seeing that the Spectre basically just. So you're gonna end up seeing that the Spectre basically ends up just kind of like falling through its form. But as you end up coming through with that second like slice of the sword, instead of it just kind of like getting carried with the blade and pushed off, you're gonna end up seeing that it kind of like begins to kind of like ooze down the blade and down to your hand.
Oh. Oh! Get off! Get off! Get off! Get off! Get off!
Now go ahead and make a con save. Or not con save, a deck save.
Let's say.
You got too many saves going on for everything.
19.
19. Okay. And you're gonna end up taking a total of 2 acid damage as it looks like the acid's kind of like spewing down the sword a little bit and kind of like sizzling a little bit of your hand as you're trying to like shake the rest of it off. But the rest of the Spectre kind of just like dissolves and falls into the cement and then begins to kind of like boil a little bit.
Oh.
So that one's down.
It's gone. Ooh. How you do this on too?
Boom!
Hey, at least I
We
warned
finally killed the Spectre, guys.
you. Nice.
All right, going to Kai.
We?
Going to Kai.
I'm gonna look at you and be like, "Oh, okay, good job." And I'm gonna look at Zatsu as he ran behind me and be like, "Okay, stay close. Your poison didn't do shit." As I just want to peek behind to see if anything's behind us.
Sure. So as you go ahead and look behind you, you're going to end up seeing what looks like. Roll investigation for me. Yep. This is going to be at like the max range, probably, of your life or your produce
15.
flames that you're holding. So keep in mind, once you use like whatever spell, your cantrip produce flames goes away.
Correct.
So just remember that.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So as you end up turning around, you said 15.
Yep.
So as you end up turning around, it looks like there's nothing really going on behind you.
Okay, so do I know from where I'm at that there's a Spectre by Elena?
You would not be able to see that from where you're standing.
And nobody's communicated shit. I would say, all right, Zatsu, let's stay close if you can, and I'm gonna move forward to kind of the corner. Like I'm gonna go in between, like past the corner, like so behind the. So keep going another 5. Yeah, right there.
20.
I'm like right in front of that door.
Okay.
And then what do I see?
So standing there, you're only really going to see the Spectre that's like basically like almost in front of Elena. Elena just kind of up against the wall, a little broken piece of like cobblestone that kind of fell into the acid, and then Edard over there down at the edge of the hallway.
Okay, so I'm gonna utilize my produce flame.
Yeah, he's dead.
And use that as an attack.
Okay.
And attack that Spectre.
Okay.
That's gonna be a
Death tokens over here.
13,
Death tokens, I think, are over here.
13 to
Or
hit.
they're underneath. I see the death tokens right there. 13 is going to hit.
Okay, so that's gonna be 1d8 fire. Gonna be a. Is that a 6? It's gotta be a 6. That's a 6 damage. Flame damage.
6 flames. All right.
As you end up producing flames underneath this thing, you're going to end up basically producing flames in like the middle of the air almost, kind of like barely touching the edge in front of Elena. It's like Elena's just kind of like standing back against the wall, but this Spectre is kind of like moving in through the flames.
Okay. My flame is now gone.
Yes.
Correct? Okay, just want to make sure. That's. I mean, my movement is.
So the only thing that you can really see right now is the light that's being illuminated from Edard's staff. Fortune.
And then, I mean that's pretty much it. I'm not really gonna do anything else.
Okay. All right, going to the next one.
I can't do anything.
And guys, don't forget, we're still doing con save at the end.
Oh, that's okay.
Just a reminder. I wasn't sure if you guys are still doing that.
Are we doing advantage con save still?
Yeah, it's still advantage con save.
Thank
You guys
God.
are protected, so. All right, going to Alina.
All right. Well, the specter is still like right in front of me, correct?
Correct.
So I'm going to attack it with my dagger.
Okay. Go
Pause
ahead.
for just a moment. Is your character holding a wrap? Okay.
So that's a 20.
A 22 hit?
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Advantage. 6.
6? Okay. Alright, so as you end up cutting through the dagger, you end up kind of like pulling a little bit of it away. It's not really going to get much through, but it feels like it gets enough.
Guys, little help here.
Alright. Going to... the Spectre. So the Spectre is going to go ahead and basically as it kind of like moves up through this flame, it's going to immediately just kind of reach out and start kind of like extending its hand, extending its jaw, and just kind of trying to drain anything that it can from you. It's going to end up being a 14 hit.
That misses.
Ooh.
With mage armor.
Mage
Ooh.
armor.
Mage armor coming in clutch for you. So as he goes ahead and tries to kind of like grab you, you feel like he's grabbing a little bit of your shoulder, but it's really just a mage armor. It's really contact. Really get a hold of you. And then we're going to go ahead and go to the other Spectre.
Oh, the specter.
All right. So
Come here.
where's the Spectre? Oh, it's up here.
The dead one?
There's
Yes,
this
the
one
dead
here.
The dead,
Oh.
the dead one.
Oscar, can you grab the specter? Come over.
Oh yeah.
I added a praise
All right,
to
so-
command.
So as you're turned around, kind of dealing with that guy, you're gonna end up feeling a weird sense behind you.
She's gonna try to suck you from the back.
Oh no. Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I haven't cleaned myself. Wait a minute.
Oh, you're Megan.
Yes.
All right, so that is gonna be a
No, there's another
A
Megan in
19
the chat.
to hit.
I wasn't fully reading.
Yeah.
All right, and that is going to be a total of.
If you have an idea.
It's going to be
Comes
11
after,
necrotic
like,
damage.
so let's just
And
take
now go ahead and
Grace's
make a con
smash
save.
more.
Boy.
Just type it out. Yes.
Oh.
19.
Yeah, it was like on the one, and then
It really did. It like glided on the one.
All right. Well, there you go. So, congratulations. Congratulations.
praise be God.
All right. And next we're going to.
I guess I'm just gonna move back over here. And can I reach that
Actually,
person?
Taco, you want to go ahead and roll a d20 for
Did I
me?
do it wrong?
You have to target someone. So you should at photo.
Guys,
9. Ooh. Okay. All right. So you're gonna go ahead and start making movement up.
What's that?
You're making movement towards him.
Yes.
Okay. So as you're making that movement, let's go ahead and have you roll a dex save.
Taco, you're the
13, 15?
15?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you end up making your way over there, you're going to end up feeling a little bit more of that side area just kind of collapse on you.
Ah!
Oh, oh God!
Oh, God, please,
Oh,
no. All right. So you're going to end up having more of this just completely collapse on you.
That one square, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So more of that side just keeps collapsing.
Okay. Can I reach that specter? And it's kind of like right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be yeah. You're close enough to it.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to just drop my torch kind of next to me, and then I'm going to make
Just like
a
what
reckless
happened last
attack against the specter.
Okay.
My butt got touched. Yeah, I did
God
not
dang
consent.
it, man! That's the first time reckless attack has ever not worked. It's not gonna. It was a 4. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Let me see here. 4 plus 7. Is that? I
That's
assume
That's
the
11.
same-
That's
11.
Yeah.
Ooh, so sorry.
Just miss.
Oh.
So sorry.
So as you end up kind of like you it feels like in hindsight you put a little bit too much time putting your torch up against the wall in a delicate way, so that by the time you came back around to do like the swipe, you really didn't actually grab it, and it kind of slipped through your hand a little bit. It just felt really awkward. You really were a lot like reckless in your attack.
Okay.
Ah.
All right. So yeah, you end up missing.
And I'll just say that that's my turn.
Okay.
That's a 10 plus.
Yeah, you're fine. Going to Zatu.
It's funny. I haven't even.
All right.
I forgot. I just realized.
So noticing my savior is no longer with me, aka my main tank, I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle along closer to him.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. I'm gonna perch myself right on the corner.
Okay.
And then from there, leads my suspense.
Thanks, Taco. Taco said we're the best.
So you see somebody who just drained something out of your boy right there.
The other wraith is damage, correct? Or specter.
The other specter is damage. Yes.
So I would like to shout out, "Go back to where you came from!" And with the cast Toll of the Dead.
Okay.
You can't sit with us.
All right.
Raise up!
It's going to be a wisdom save of 14.
Okay. So as you end up casting Toll the Dead, you're like, go back to where you came from. And you just kind of stand there curiously looking, almost feeling slightly impotent, as it seems to completely ignore your existence.
Okay. Duly noted, it's not dead. Okay. That's good. I would then like to pass the turn. I'm going to make my con save.
I'm starting to worry that we're not understanding my subtle cues.
Con save. Oh.
Dion, I think it's about time that we had to talk.
Oh.
So this is the DM talk.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not going to explicitly say that you're causing no damage to it.
You're causing no damage to it.
I'm not going to say it.
I'll say
But
it.
if you don't say roll for damage, yeah. I got it.
What are your abilities?
So
He's a necromancer fighting ghosts.
and you would probably know this, yeah. Like necromancy against something that's already kind of necromantic probably isn't going to do much. And something that's already dead, trying to poison them, probably isn't going to do much.
Oh boy. When I come across one of these live things,
It'd be like
I'll tell you what.
it would be like going to a zombie and being like, you know what's really going to annoy the hell out of this zombie? If I rub some poison ivy on him. I'll tell you what, in 15 to 20 years, when he gets sensation back in that part of his body, he's going to have a rash.
He's gonna be so bothered.
He's going to be so bothered.
Just to recap, the green spectre is immune to poison. Blows my mind. And then the other spectre is immune to undead damage.
Yes, and let's have you roll a very, very astute insight.
You attacking your feet?
Insight. Where is insight?
Insight should be intelligence.
Insight's like all the way like,
Insight's
at
like-
the top.
Yeah.
Like the first quarter of the skill.
Yep, well, he didn't do it too high.
Well.
Yeah, I rolled a natty one.
All right, never mind. I think it's wisdom, but roll natty 1. Okay.
That's a negative Ghost Rider.
All right. Well, that's all we have for today's special DM tips. All right.
Oh, thank you. You passed on the con save.
Okay, cool. All right, going to Theo. What are we doing, bud?
Well, seeing as my butt just got touched from that specter, I'm a yeah. Oh no! I'm turn around and say, first of all, is it a lady ghost or is it a dude ghost?
It looks
Is it
like
a
it's
bra
actually
or
a
a
lady.
bra?
Looks like it's a lady.
That's a bra. All right.
Seduce it.
All right. Listen, brah. Hands off the merchandise and proceed to slash at it.
Okay. With
The
which
dead,
one?
the dead one?
They're all dead.
No, but we killed that one.
There's another one.
Oh, there's another one over
Yeah,
there
that's
now?
another one.
Oh, I didn't know there was another one over there.
Yeah, it came through the wall at the end.
No.
I did not hear that part.
15 to hit with my orca short sword. I think.
My short
15 to hit.
Orca short sword.
Okay, that hits.
That's 7 damage.
There's another
Okay.
t-shirt idea. Orca short sword.
Okay, short.
And then
Orca short sword.
follow up with
Hey,
my
I can
regular
design this stuff.
scimitar.
Do it.
That's a 17 to hit.
17.
Create a
Okay.
merch store.
And that's 8 damage.
Do it.
8 damage. Okay. Cool. So as you end up coming through with the first blade you feel like it was clean, like right through. The second one comes through, I feel like it kind of dissipates a little bit. You can definitely tell you made contact. Okay. All right. Going to.
So am I in range of 30 feet of that one? Of his spectre?
I think so. Yeah. So make a count of that.
30. You're just there.
Just there.
You were just there, man.
Can I produce flame as well as attack with it at the same time?
Yeah.
If you read the spell, find out.
You can also attack with the flame. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't technically say it. I just wanted to ask.
Yeah, I mean, like you're basically you're holding the spell in your hand. So if you want to like spend the duration of your spell or your hand, duration of your 6 seconds, like holding the spell and then casting it and then letting it go, then you can.
So what I would have noticed that the first one actually like came up in flames properly, right?
Yeah.
Like it hit.
Yeah, you would have saw that it made contact and it seemed to
As well as his poison one didn't do shit.
yes.
So I am gonna get a little. Actually, I want to look to my left / behind me.
Okay.
And see if I recognize that door
Which door? The one door behind you?
directly behind me.
Sure. So as you end up looking at it, you can roll history disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
You're coming at it from a whole different angle, dude. A totally different perspective.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, bro.
But I definitely
Crap.
don't fucking remember. It'd be a 5.
It looks like a lot of the other doors that you saw, but
It looks like a door.
No, a lot of other doors that you saw.
remember crap.
That's fine. There could be more potions. That's what I
Okay,
was
so
thinking.
I need glasses, and you just have a really bad memory.
Only because it's disadvantage rolls every goddamn time. I roll well once and then it's trash the next.
given you were crawling on the floor the entire time from a spider's perspective.
True. That's
It would be like
that's true
the way
too.
I'm saying it is like it's like all right, I want to remember what it was like walking through this hallway when I was looking through a kaleidoscope.
True.
I can see everything.
If you turn back into Spider, maybe you'll remember.
Yeah.
And, I'm gonna stay with producing flame, and I'm gonna attack
Okay.
the guy. My flame is gonna go above Dino's head.
Okay.
Because I'm much taller.
All right, go ahead.
All right, it's going to be a 17 to hit.
17 is going to hit you.
Okay. This place to kill. Okay. And then that's going to be a 3 damage.
3 damage. Got it.
And that's nobody's really been hurt yet,
Ah.
right?
Ah.
No, it matters.
Ah.
It's okay. I'm good. That's. I'm gonna stay because I can see pretty much everybody, right? So I'm actually gonna step slightly forward more. So I'm not in between the acid. I'm on like Dino's side of the acid. So past the. So I'm fully.
But that's 5 foot to get you to the corner.
That's fine. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
I still want to be able to help them if need be.
All right, going to Elena.
Okay.
You're right here. You can't really move anywhere without jumping into the acid or jumping over acid.
Gotcha. Okay. I would like to.
By the way, is that did it catch fire
Yes, it's right in front of you.
The one that you shot with the flame.
initially? Yeah.
I would like to cast Sword Burst.
Oh, you gonna hit me?
Probably.
So I might take damage and then transform.
Hey, shut the fuck up! No metagaming, motherfucker.
It's too late now. I already said it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What we were trying to avoid, but
Oh,
alright.
did I not? Did I send you
It's
this
only
one?
2 damage. So.
Well, you have to roll to hit.
Well,
right?
it's just a cantrip.
Hey,
Yeah, but you still have to roll to hit, right?
did I send you that one?
No, it doesn't give me the option.
He added that texture to the.
Just read the spell really quick. Make sure we
kind
got
of
it.
what, like half and half.
Momentary
Still
circle
formed,
of
but-
spectral blades that sweep around you. Creatures within 5 feet of you must succeed
it's a
on a
dex
dex
save.
save or take 1d6.
So dex save.
Yes.
So I have to make it.
They failed. They hard failed.
I have a 15 plus 5, so I'm sure. Well, yeah, because it's
It's
14,
only-
right? The 13 dex save, so I automatically.
So how much damage?
2.
And how much damage? Like what I am?
Oh, is it half if you fail or if you succeed, or you just take no
No.
damage?
What
If
did it say?
Okay, you probably take no damage then.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip, so I'm assuming you take no damage. So what kind of damage is it?
Let's just say it at the top.
Tuck, I'll send you a picture of his mini.
Yeah, 1d6.
I don't know what that means.
That looks like force damage.
Force damage?
I believe so. I think that's what it was.
That's not his name.
All right, so 2 force damage.
Yes.
All right, going to Lena. You want to do anything else or?
Can I move just like 1 step like away
No.
from you?
You'll be in acid no matter where
Yeah,
you
that
go.
acid next to you broke. Remember?
Then no.
All right, cool. Going to
I can't see
the
over
specter.
very well.
Yeah, you can go ahead and see it up. So going to the specter. So the specter is going to still standing right in front of you. It's still going to reach out and try to grab you again after it missed the first time.
Touch me.
Yeah, that's going to be a 14.
No. Yes.
All right, cool. All right.
You're.
Mage armor.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Forget it.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, I do.
You don't find me.
Major is coming clutch for you.
It's a good thing you have it.
All right, going to the other specter. So the other specter is going to reach out to you again, Dino. And let's see if you feel a little bit of something. I think you
I cover my butt.
are. You can cover your butt. It's probably just going to grab you somewhere else. It's going to be 23.
Mage armor is dope. Taco.
All right. So
Hit me with it.
let's see. So we're going through with
shot.
that is going to be a 12 necrotic damage.
Boy, that's a lot of damage.
That it is. And so that 12 necrotic damage is going to end up coming through, which is like draining everything it can from you. Go ahead and make a con save. Remember, still do your con save at the end of the turn. Just not asking you guys because we're in combat.
You have issues.
That's 11.
11. All right, you're good. Okay. All right, and going to
My turn.
Enard. Yep.
All right. Reckless attack.
Oh, that looks
That is
good.
11 plus. That's 18 to hit.
18 is going to hit.
Let's see.
Taco, check your DMs.
Let's see. This is gonna be a 6 damage.
6
Oh,
damage.
6 damage.
A whole 6.
Yeah.
All right, that thing's looking a little bit beat up as you end up slicing it through a little bit. It doesn't look like you make full contact enough.
Yep. Oh, actually.
It is dope AF Taco. I agree. I helped him design it, actually. Helped with the tendrils.
It's pretty fucking sick looking.
Question.
Yes.
6.
Spells.
You can use spells, yes.
How do we go about that? Though?
Remember I was telling you?
I know.
You have to like accidentally discover it. If it feels like your character would be irritated and want to like
Never mind.
do something, then it would.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I won't worry about it.
Okay.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right.
And then let me do my con save.
I still think that
it's
this
a
looks
19 plus 5.
Purple
So.
Deadpool.
With tentacles.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
19 plus 5.
Yeah, you're good.
For my con save.
Okay. Going back into the top. Zatu. What are you doing, brother?
Well, since all of my spells make me very, very impotent, is it...
It's the wrong word, bud.
I mean, the lack of potency for my spell. So that one is it green one or is it a specter like the other one?
Both of them are normal looking. You can tell distinctly with like your dark vision that they're both normal looking.
Okay.
Can you just not get your spells up anymore?
Well,
Call your doctor.
There's a pill for that.
Your wand's drooping a little bit.
I'm sorry, there's a potion for that.
If your concentration lasts for more than 4 hours, please see an apothecary.
You might need a short rest.
Alright, well that's gonna be the clip of this.
And maybe a cuddle session with an owlbear.
Symptoms may include wild magic.
I'm sorry, conditions may include blinded, sharp, tepid, fight, even grapple to an extent. Please contact your nearest DM for it.
It's too warm in here now, guys.
Yeah, I'm sweating.
You don't need to leave it.
I'm gonna cast infestation at that guy right there.
It's like no, either way, it's.
Okay.
It's the beverages.
Infestation.
I was warm before that.
The bugs go swarming around it.
We
and
told you it
seems to
doesn't
be
work.
alive.
Well, I didn't know it wasn't green. He said it's like the other one. Really man.
I didn't say anything. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move 5, 10.
And then 5 specters come from this way.
Zatu, no!
But at this point, I like to sit down and like use my action for the turn to start reading the basics of necromancy.
So actually, I'm gonna so as you go ahead and take out your book of like it's gonna be necromancy for dummies. As you end up taking this thing out, and you turn to like the first page, and you're gonna end up seeing what looks like one person getting frightened by a specter and like an undead, and you're gonna see him casting 2 spells that look very similar to what it is that you're casting. But both of them are going to be like both the specters and the specter and the undead are just gonna be looking at you like kind of laughing as this is happening. So. It's like one of those parody covers of a comic.
Oh man, it's too much.
I failed the concept.
Okay, you failed the con save.
Need some water.
Yep.
All right, and you're gonna. Can you grab there's a Dr Pepper in the fridge down there? Can you grab that for me?
What?
Dr Pepper.
There's
I thought you said
Uh,
vodka pepper. I was like,
No.
what is that?
There's 2
Ooh.
Heinekens
Vodka
out there.
and Dr.
If you want
Pepper?
some also.
I'm okay. Yeah.
I'll take one of those Heinekens.
One.
Well,
1 damage.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
one acid damage.
Gotcha. Cool.
All right, going to Dino.
I don't want to use my spell slots, guys, so I'm at a bit of an impasse here.
Oh boy, what use your
Do
spell
you have
slots
any
are.
melee?
Yeah, don't you have like bolts or something or like darts or anything?
Hit him
or-
with your tentacle.
I got sword dance. I think that's what.
You're gonna run up. You're gonna be like a professional soccer player.
And then the
Oh, no, I tripped.
The tentacle's gonna poke him at the same time.
Exactly. My tentacles grab knives. And they spin
Yeah.
around.
Taco says the first page of the book says, "Don't attempt to attack this thing."
Alright,
It will defeat you.
Yeah.
classic Dino, you good old 1-2.
1-2. Let's do it.
Round 1, 2.
All right.
Ooh,
You hit.
Which sword's first?
Orcish short sword.
Fun. All right, that's a hit.
And then that's gonna be 8 damage with your sword.
8.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, that thing looks super beat.
Alright, and the next one's gonna be a 21 to hit.
21 is gonna hit.
Look at them.
8 damage with the scimitar.
All right. And as that last strike,
Oh, I didn't even think about it.
as that last strike ends up coming through, you're gonna end up getting a little bit more.
Thanks for the follow.
Hey, thanks
What's
for the
up,
follow. As you end up getting a little bit more of that slice coming through, it's gonna be just enough to basically just like slam this thing into the wall as it begins to kind of fade into spectral mist.
What's up, Kevin?
Thanks for the follow there.
What's up,
guys.
Kevin?
All right, so that specter is now down.
All right, I did not need your consent.
All right, so go
I like
ahead
these guys,
and
they
kill him.
Hell yes, they do. What's up, Yachty?
All right, go into the next one. So that's going to end up being
Me.
Kai.
So
So someone go ahead and put a death token there.
What just? Oh, it's dead.
Yeah, kill another one.
Yeah, another one.
Thanks,
Another
guys.
Oh, what's up, Gal? How's it going, guys? Are we?
Oh, hey.
Is your shit still alive?
Not a very personal question.
Is the one in front of you still alive?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd be able to tell it is.
That's the only specter alive currently that we
Yes,
see.
that you see.
Yeah, for the past 3 turns, like 3 rounds, I should say.
All right. So what I'm actually gonna do, because Zatu ran away from
See,
me.
I'm starting to think like, man, why is it one specter almost killed the party? Well, might be because Dino single-handedly killed the last one, and one specter is basically apparently enough for half the party to manage. So.
Listen,
Dino
I
apparently
don't do
can
well in
single-handedly.
close
You and I can
encounters,
solo
okay?
shit.
Yeah.
These fuckers can.
it's
Okay?
all in the rolls, man.
I yell at Zatu, "You're going the wrong way!" As I go around the acid, and I want to go past the door, stopping slightly at the opening to see if I see anything that way.
Okay. So as you go ahead and look into that room, you're gonna end up seeing what looks like I'm gonna make you roll
Sure.
perception for it, just because as you're looking into that room, there's no light, and you're only getting a little bit of that light from the torch that Edward put there.
13.
Okay.
Oh, no,
So
no.
as you end up looking inside that room and just trying to like get anything that you can, you're gonna end up hearing like a little bit of like a scurrying sound.
Do I recognize that from the horde of rats I bought up last time?
Roll nature.
I have a flashback.
Flashbacks.
13 as well.
Almost being eaten alive.
Yes. It's actually it very much sounds like a horde of rats.
Zatu, don't go by the door!
Don't worry, I'm back here where it's safe.
So I will take a step back. No, I'm gonna go forward still. One more. So I'm past the entrance. And then I'm gonna face the specter and I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna do produce flame again. With that's gonna be a 13 to hit. Jeez, 3 13s in a row.
Nice.
13 is going to hit, yeah.
Okay, and that's going to be a total of 7 damage.
7 damage is going to end up coming through to the Spectre. And this thing looks like it's on its last leg.
Y'all got this.
All right, going to Elena.
Okie dokie. I would like to. I'm just gonna do sword burst again.
Okay. So it's a con save, right? Or a dex save?
Dex. Let me
Dex sounds
verify.
right.
Yes, dex save of 13.
Yeah, it's going to pass.
No. Nothing
I
happens.
rolled 13.
You're
Well, I got 13 with my modifier.
Yeah, so you're
Okay.
fine. Okay.
So
You're
nothing
lucky.
happens to anyone.
You're
You
lucky.
just see pretty swords swirling around.
Very
you.
pretty sword. Anything else that you'd like to do?
No, that is just about all I can do.
Okay. So going to the Spectre then. So the Spectre is going to come at you with everything it's got after getting beaten multiple times and desperately trying to grab you, but just grabbing what is like this flowing essence of armor kind of just around you. And that is going to, I'm more than confident that's going to hit. That is going to be a 22.
Rip.
So finally, this Spectre, after getting like beaten around, just pushed back and forth, is going to just grab through your mage armor and into you, and then kind of grab you around the neck as it tries to kind of like lift you up a little bit, and it pulls it right up into your mouth, pulls you right up into its mouth, and it is going to be a total of. That's actually not going to be a whole lot comparatively. That's going to be a total of 9 necrotic damage. All right, make a con save.
Just one or with advantage?
It's going to be it's just going to
I
be
mean,
a con
it's a
save.
16.
Yeah, so you're fine. All right, and that is going to be it for the Spectre. Going to Ed Ari.
Quick question before you do that. Charlotte's looking at the door.
Shadow's right here.
I know.
Oh,
He's been sitting down there waiting for Caleb.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He's fine.
That's a. I wish I crit on 19, but it's a 19 plus my modifier.
19 plus your modifier.
Yeah, I assume that hits.
Okay, that's going to hit for sure.
All right, come on, give me a high number, not a 1. Like, oh, that was almost an 11. So that's 11 damage though.
11 damage.
Yeah, with
Okay.
my
Good.
great
Okay.
axe.
All right, so as you end up coming through with your great axe, after like basically just proving that you could do like little damage to this thing, you end up basically just kind of like turning your axe around, not even hitting with the blade, but just trying to broadside and just like stroke the rest of it through. As you end up just walloping your entire axe through it and just basically dispersing the entire thing like dust in the wind.
Right.
All right, that one's dead.
Aren't we all just dusted?
Dude.
You would.
So deep.
Where's your fucking hat?
That was a Carl Weezer quote.
Right? All right,
Jimmy Neutron.
so you guys did it. All right, so we're out of combat, but we're still going to be in combat
Excuse me,
orders.
Ed Ari.
Yeah. I
So
want.
we're still going to be in
Okay, good.
combat initiative order though, because you will still be taking rounds of acid.
15 plus 5, so I'm good on my.
I want to yell out to the group, "Hey, I'm pretty sure I hear a group of horde of rats throughout this hallway."
Yeah, don't go down there.
Why? I killed them with one shot last time.
Yeah, but they're not over here, so they're not
I'm just
bothering
letting you
us.
know
Just
so you're
don't worry
prepared
about
for
them.
more shit. It's not over yet.
Hey, Dino, how's it going over there?
How's your butt?
Violated.
You think you can use a battering ram to get through that wall or what?
Wait, a specter with legs?
I don't know. No
Yeah,
idea. Anyway,
Spectres don't have
You
legs.
think we can?
They kind of have legs, I guess.
I'd
technically.
rather not be used as a baby ram.
They don't use them though. They hover.
But
I
don't go in
consent
front
to that.
and turn around.
Okay, well, technically, since we're back to the other initiative turn order, it'd be my turn.
Yes.
So I'm
Wait.
going to.
Weren't you last?
No, I was first in this initiative.
Well, so we're picking up where we were. We're actually at Kai.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'd be me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're picking
okay.
up where we left. We're not starting at the top. We're picking up
Oh,
where we
okay.
left.
All right,
So,
so
Kai.
go Kai.
Excuse me.
Realistically, I'm going to want to produce flame, so I now have light again that I can see.
Twilight. Okay.
So I have produced flame, and I want to kind of poke my head in with my arm, obviously, to light that room up, just to see if they're like there, or if I can actually walk. Someone else can walk past without attracting them.
Okay. So as you end up poking your head into that room, you're gonna end up saying that basically the entire room just seems to be empty,
Okay.
and you're gonna end up seeing these all like cutaways, kind of like almost like vents or like little secret storages or something, like basically just like little like slants in the walls.
Okay.
And as you end up kind of like saying in the room, you're gonna end up seeing that there's just a bunch of rats that are kind of like off in the corner, just kind of looking at you, and some of them are kind of like crawling up the wall over into one of those little vents.
And backwards.
Yeah, but there's still some on the ground that are kind
I
of looking
cast
at you.
Revelio.
Ah.
Wait a minute.
Okay, Mr. Hogwarts Legacy.
It's a Hogwarts legacy
what?
note, guys.
What?
Sorry, yeah. So legacy, all you do these days is you walk into a room, Revelio. Walk into the next room, Revelio. To see
Not
if you
even
find
the room, just every 5
anything.
steps.
It goes through walls, it goes through floors to see if you find any hidden chests.
You haven't played?
Oh, okay.
No,
I
he hasn't
haven't
played.
yet.
He's been
Dude!
He's
I
been
haven't
too
Where
busy
have you
with work.
been?
Yeah, I've been busy with work, so.
Elden Ring has more spells than Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
That's true.
That doesn't matter.
That's true. Anyways, so I am going to. I'm going to back up so I can actually run over my fucking.
It took me way too long to realize.
Okay.
that you said
Yeah, I was like so confused. I'm like, what?
All right, if I take a few steps forward, do I realize I can't cross anymore?
I don't know. Why don't you take a few steps forward and find out?
Okay, I'm taking
Yeah,
a few steps
you'd
forward.
be able to see the path there, I think. So.
And but I mean that I cannot cross. Is there a path around, or is this because your drawing's a little?
No, the drawing
Your-
sucks.
Your drawing
goes to
sucks,
there.
so.
Yeah, the drawing goes to there.
Okay, so I cannot path anywhere. Like it's all asset.
You could go to that corner.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would turn around. Well,
You've already used 10 of your movement.
that's fine. How much do I have left?
What do you?
Okay. Yep, 20. So can I just walk straight across the acid?
We want to walk straight across the acid?
To like in front of Edard?
Sure, you can.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. All right. So as you go ahead and walk through the acid, you're gonna end up taking a total of 5 acid damage.
I take 3.
Okay.
I have acid defense.
That's
By the way,
what
is that too? So I'm resistant.
Apparently Edward did too.
No, Edard is just a fucking. And then can I? Is that gate still there? That door is still locked down. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I can't move anymore. I don't think so. I'm done.
Okay. Going to Alina.
You're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
We should go backwards.
Actually, you know
Look
what?
at stream.
What?
And go wherever I want.
Thank you. It is pretty tight.
We found out at home.
Yeah. At was it home?
Ooh,
Yeah.
home
Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were shopping around for shit. And we
The
found
last time I went in there, it looked like a freaking raid happened. Like there was pillows everywhere.
that
I
sounds
don't-
about right.
Like it was like somebody went through the pillow aisle and just like knocked everything on the
Oh.
floor. It was
That sucks.
bad.
Every time I go to at home, I just hang out in
You
the
don't-
garden no mile.
I'm still trying to
Already
figure
know
out
mine.
if I
Yeah.
want to use a spell or if I want to.
Really, not the Halloween section as the necromancer.
Yes, in between me and him, there's another spot. So literally, there's a spot of where it caved in next to me,
And
and then one next to you.
I'm not capable of jumping. Correct.
You would. I think you'd be able to jump over because I think your standard jump speed is 10, or not. Jump distance is 10,
Technically,
but you're going from a stand still.
Well, yeah.
Look it up. Look it up
I
really
know.
quick. Look at what your long jump is.
No,
Yeah,
Your standing
in
jump.
order to do a long jump, I think you have to run half your movement.
Yeah, I think you do. So just D&D 5e jumps. Because I'm pretty sure it's just your high jump, you leap into the air.
Move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before jump.
Yeah, so you can.
Yeah. Okay. I guess pretty much my only option would be.
Your strength determines how far you can jump.
Can I? What? I know. I'm sorry.
There's literally nowhere.
So
for
if you
go
make a
unless
stand,
use spell.
when you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance.
There he is.
So if you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet.
Beep-a-dee.
Beep-a-dee.
It worked.
So you can only jump 5 feet.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to try to jump back again.
Okay.
Like go over here.
All right. So jumping back, I'm going to make you roll an acrobatics again.
Me. Switch screen. I'm so sorry.
Can I help her get across it?
Help her.
You don't need to because I just got a 19.
I'm just saying. 'Cause I'm next to you.
There's a one no bar.
All right,
fine.
So as you end
I'm
up,
an independent woman
Okay.
and I don't need no man.
That's fine.
How
I'll
was your
remember that
service
when you
last night?
fall into the acid.
all right. So as you end up jumping across, you're a lot more elegant this time. You kind of recognize that there's a lot of dust and a lot of debris that was on the ground. You're like,
Look what I can do.
What about being thrown straight up? Give me her.
that could happen.
Gimli.
Hey, thanks.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Technical gamer.
I
Technical
guess his
gamer.
name is Nick.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. No, he just didn't notice about technical.
It was like,
And the unfollow.
All right. Going to
Just
the next
busted
person.
balls here.
So going
Busted
to
balls.
next in the order. Let's go to Zatu.
Oh, bless.
Or sorry. Wait.
I don't know, man.
You're waiting?
Wait,
Yes.
hold up.
I was looking at the wrong initiative order. Shit. Here. One second.
Uh-oh.
So you weren't actually supposed to move yet. We'll say that was your movement though. So it's actually supposed to be Zatu and Dino. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong initiative order sheet.
Gotcha.
Let me go ahead and clear this out and I'll redo it.
I like to shout at Dino. Which way we going, mate?
I assume we just join the race to the party. There's just a small little crevice here, but
You had me a join.
Hey,
Hey.
thanks, Dr. Miss Prime.
It took you fucking long enough.
Toxins.
You little shithead.
And I'm fine.
It's okay. That's how we talk to each other on a daily basis.
I would like to jump the gap.
Jump the
Move
gap?
20 feet, so I've got 10 movement speed left.
All right, you want to jump it?
Can
I
I,
love you,
climb
Drag.
it using
You
my tentacles?
can climb it, yes.
I'd like to
Can't,
attempt
sorry.
to.
Sure. So as you go to climb it, you're going to end up recognizing that it's actually, like, it's moderately difficult to grab onto just because there's not a lot to actually grab onto because the walls are so rotted away due to the acid. You should go ahead and do it, then I'm going to make you roll sleight of hand.
Hey, whoa,
I'm trying to see what like doors.
There's a door right here.
What about over there?
This is like something I can't even tell.
Okay.
8.
8. Okay, so your tentacles kind of slip and you end up spending about 5 feet of movement trying to grab onto the wall, but you're able to grab a fool.
I'd like to use the rest of my move speed to try to get across.
Okay,
I
go
think
ahead.
it's 2.
What am I rolling? Athletics?
Nope, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far you go? Yeah.
You're just trying to get a
No.
hold, so.
Oh, okay. Sure.
At that point, I'd like to loot the corpse of the specter. You
Yeah.
don't know. You don't know what kind of
Your
dust
hand
it's got.
goes through it.
You guys don't know what kind of dust it's got, or specters
So-
have got pockets.
And it was also above acid.
Yeah, so the specter kind of just fell into the acid. So as you go over there and try to kind of like find something, you end up seeing that there's a little bit like just kind of like a specter like dust, just kind of
I thought she
floats
poofed
there.
into a cloud.
Well, it got like kind of slammed against the wall and then poofed into a
I mean, you
cloud.
can like lick my great axe and see if you can get anything off of that.
Get any additional essence from it?
Yeah, no, at that point.
Yeah, spectroplasm.
Yes. Delicacy. Yeah, no, I pass at that point, and then I go to concept.
Hey Yachty, use your fucking power and give me one more.
Pass.
Why did that sound dirty?
It always does. All right.
Use your power.
He's the GM.
Oh, nice. All right, so let's go ahead and go to Dino.
I feel like Dino is just gonna grudgingly just gonna walk the rest of the way. He's just gonna stand just right there.
Okay.
Just watch the rest of it.
It is
Do it.
really hot.
Cool.
That's it.
'Cause you're in here.
You were freezing
I
last time.
know.
Go into your con save and
I guess I
going
just need to drink
to
Truly's.
going to Edard.
Okay. God dang it. Look, I'm trapped again, guys.
Well, stop getting yourself trapped.
Hey, look, man, I don't trust you. Still, because last time I
Hey,
saw
David.
it was
I
no.
don't know how many
who's,
times you've
who's-
said that,
Who's David?
so I understand.
Who's David? I want to make sure Elena doesn't die.
That's fair.
I'm okay. I'm far enough away.
Oh, is it Zatu now? Sorry, Zatu then.
I'm good.
I guess that's my turn.
I'm Gucci.
I'm good.
Yeah, but you're next to the. We don't
All
know.
right, going to Elena.
I'm rolling that 20 on my con.
Alright, so what's the plan
What a
here?
waste.
Where are we going now?
Yeah. What a waste.
We need to figure out what we're doing.
We're trying to go this way.
I mean, either
Just to check it out.
were you guys able to lift the door?
There's a counterweight on the other side. We need to try to break the counterweights and then the door will win.
Can we see through the door by chance?
Yes.
You are not in a position where you
Can
can,
I see through the door?
but you could. So you could hear from him how the door works and everything. You'd be able to see through.
Okay, how does the door work? I know, but can we see through it?
Yes, you can see through the door.
Perfect.
There's the counterweight on the inside.
Hey, Kyle, you got them potions, right?
I'm
What?
not wasted on this. You
Oh,
can probably use
yeah.
a spell to break.
Mage hand might work a little better though.
Wait a minute.
That's true.
Can I... How far is a dash again?
If you guys want to, I'll let you guys all get over there, but we're gonna do a full round of everybody taking a con
Con
save.
saves. Okay, that works for
Okay.
me.
I do not consent.
So everybody just take a con save. Why not? It's just con save.
Just con save in the...
We're still with advantage though.
Oh, okay, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you will still have.
Yeah,
it
you
with
still get your
advantage.
advantage con save.
As long as you get
Right.
above it. Ooh.
So everyone can move to where they want to go. Everyone just has to take their con save.
I pass.
Ooh, I probably don't. What do you need to pass?
What'd you roll?
4 and a 6.
I rolled a
Yeah.
12.
You take 2.
I take
Where
1.
would you like to go, Dina?
12.
You're fine.
That's acid damage, right?
Yeah, acid
Okay, so I take 1.
Elena, where would you like to go?
So
Behind you.
I mean, I would have moved out to an extent to allow. Oh, I guess not.
Alright, so I'm over here
You're
in
like
front of
over
this
here?
door.
Yeah, I would have probably been in between the two.
Is it still my turn?
I have no idea. I have produced flame still, so I have light.
How much space was I able to lift the door up?
How much space were you able to lift?
Yeah,
the
how
car
much space was there?
up? It was hard for you to judge, but you know you could probably do it again.
Okay.
There was a character in our party who was small.
Your head was just like.
Dino, if I lift this gate, could you possibly climb under?
What's the play?
I got your back. I'll make sure the gate doesn't drop on you.
It's
Oh,
not from
feels
the door.
so should.
Well, not me, my mage hand.
That does not do anything.
Oh, wait, why can't you just use the mage hand to cut the counterweight?
Well, to do that, I'd have to cast mage hand with scissors, and I don't know.
Can't you just like?
Is it a rope like mechanic or it's a chain, right? You said it was a chain.
It's a thick chain.
The thing.
So, let me try to pull the gate up again and see if you can climb under. There might be a switch on the other side that will just open the door.
Why are you so sad?
Go for it.
Alright, what am I doing for this?
So this is going to be athletics again, yeah.
Ooh, that's a 13 plus 5.
13 plus 5. So as you end up kind of like straddling and really putting all your might into it, you get your fingers really dug in. You start lifting as high as you can, and you're able to get like what feels like a little bit of like a stand, like more of a standing straight kind of a position you had before. It looks like it's actually big enough for you to be able to crawl under.
Can I run over to help support it?
Oh, you can.
I want to do that. With one arm.
Okay, so we'll
My other arm is still
we'll
producing flame.
reverse position.
Wait, can the flame be floating behind me? Just say, look, I figured I'd try. Can I light my hair on fire and take it back?
All right, so Dino, you managed to get inside there. So what you end up seeing when you actually go inside is what you end up seeing, like basically what they're kind of describing, which is like this giant cascading, this kind of like waterfall of this acid, just like coming out of somewhere up here, landing down. It's going to be kind of like spraying everything in this area. So as you end up seeing, it's like it looks like kind of like it's flowing down and out, kind of out through this door and somewhere around to this corridor over here.
Can I just take a gander of exactly like where it's coming from? Is it just like a hole from up above? Or
Sure, you can. Once you get in there, though, you're going to go ahead and get hit by an acid spray.
Not to be that guy.
2 damage.
But we're in the sewers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's all poop and feces and
Alright.
everything else.
Well, I wanna
That's what all that is.
just move.
But it's
out of the
also
way.
acidic.
Let us out.
Oh wait. Well, get away from the acid spray first.
Well, you've already taken the damage. You said.
Cut
Alright.
the chain.
Okay, so where's the mechanism first?
So
That's the goal,
this first things first. You said you wanted to try to see where it's coming from.
Yes, I want to see where it's coming from first.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Is a 17, sorry.
17. It's really difficult for you to tell, even with like your dark vision. You're kind of looking at it, and it looks like it's coming from the ceiling.
Okay.
Like it's just like pouring out from the
Pouring out
ceiling.
from something.
But I want you, as you're kind of like looking really closely, because you do have dark vision, I want you to go ahead and roll Arcana.
Do anything.
Okay, nat 20.
Nat
There you
20?
go.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a good one to get nat 20 on.
Noise.
So as you're like looking up and kind of getting sprayed by a little bit of this acid that's kind of coming down, you're going to end up seeing that it looks like the actual like ceiling that it's kind of coming through, it's not the same like texture of the ceilings around. Like the rest of the ceiling kind of looks like it's like kind of concave, has a little bit of cobblestone that's kind of like fallen off over time. But for some reason, where this is and where all the acid's kind of spewing out of, it doesn't seem to have eroded at all. And as you're looking at it, it seems like it's a perfect circle, and it has a different texture.
It's a little fishy here.
I'm gonna slap you with a fish, bro.
Interesting. All right. Where's the mechanism?
So when you're actually come in the room, you're gonna end up seeing what is the mechanism over here off the corner. So it looks like there's this counterweight that's just like right off over here, right over there.
All right.
And it looks like it's about,
What, you
it's probably about like 5-10 feet off the ground right now.
All right.
Penny?
I want to go and just mess with the counterweight so that it disables.
So as you go ahead and kind of like grab onto the counterweight, you're trying to kind of pull it down. It's difficult for you to kind of latch onto. I want you to go ahead and to kind of explain to me how you're going to try to like lower this thing. We don't metagame it. Let them figure it out.
Yeah, smart thing to do is see if there is like a button or a lever.
Okay. I'm going to make you do another acid spray. Everyone roll a con save.
Shit. Alright.
Alright, the acid spray is going to be for 1.
9 plus 10, 21.
15 plus 5.
Cool, you're good.
16.
15.
Good. Well, you're good. You're not doing con saves right now, so.
Okay.
Well, I did one anyway.
Cool. Noted.
Oh!
Is there like a button?
What?
Latch?
So
It was
when you're
fine
kind of
until you
examining the walls, it doesn't really look like there's anything that's on the wall you can grab onto. Because the walls are basically just barren and kind of eroded because of the acid sprays.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna pull out the counterweight then. Just
Okay.
gonna jump on it.
Alright, so as you end up kind of like trying to grab onto the counterweight, it's going to be difficult for you to actually like grab onto. So I want you to go ahead and roll sleight of hand. Yeah. He was sick the other day, so.
Aw.
19.
19. So you're not really able to grab on the much, but you have like kind of like a like what feels like something you can kind of like grab a hold of. And you just kind of like stand up on your tippy toes, grabbing onto something, then kind of like reach your other arm around and kind of grab on your hands, just kind of dangle from the ground as you feel like the weight just kind of dropping the rest of the way. Like it's not like a fast movement, but it's kind of like dropping slow enough where you kind of feel Edard starting to like pull it the rest of the way. You're giving it just enough weight to make it so that Edard can actually lift the rest of the thing up.
Countering the counterweight.
Edard, I want you to go ahead and roll in athletics, and then you could use a help action if you want. If you're helping him support it.
So 13 plus 5.
Okay. Do you want to use the help action or?
What help action do I actually have?
So help action is just an action that you can use to give somebody advantage.
13 plus 5.
Yeah, that's what I rolled.
Okay. So as you end up grabbing it and kind of like pulling it the rest of the way up, you're able to finally get this thing to where it kind of like reaches a locking point. You kind of feel it like pop, and then when you kind of like let go a little bit, it just kind of stays. And now the counterweight's like barely off the ground. Like it's probably like an inch just kind of bump.
So if I let go of the door, I know it'll stay. Alright, so I let go of the door. I guess I just want to peer in through the door.
Do you still have your
Excuse
torch?
Me.
Right now.
All right, so Dino, you're gonna take in their acid spray if you keep standing there.
Oh,
I'm gonna move out of there. I guess I
So,
will
oh, well, sorry, go ahead.
do the dash over here. Just
Okay.
to kind of get away from the waterfall.
Would I be able to tell that that's coming from the well that was upstairs? Like in that first section we went to when we originally came through?
When you say well,
Yeah, like
okay,
that.
I know.
First,
I know.
there was
what
like
you're
that
talking
hole looked like a well.
about. So what you know about the positioning, you know that this is kind of like spatially. I'm going to make you roll for it, but depending on how you do it, I'll explain it to you. So I want you to go ahead and roll survival.
Or would this be the
No.
the shit that it was draining
Hang
into
on,
underneath
okay.
the like the little stone?
5.
5.
Total. Yeah.
So spatially, what you're kind of trying to compare it to, it doesn't really align. You're not really able to put a whole lot together, but it feels wrong. But maybe not too wrong, or maybe not too far off. It's difficult for you to kind of get a sense on this. And
Alright.
as you end up kind of like you're walking into the door, trying to kind of like look at it, right?
Well, I was just like peering through the door.
Just kinda peering
I
through the
see
door?
walking through.
All right. So even with you peering through the door, I'm gonna make you go ahead and take it.
Is
It's
that-
2.
Oh, 2 damage.
Go ahead and make a con save.
Concept.
So
Is this with advantage or is this without?
Just without. Yeah. Or no, wisdom save. Sorry.
Wisdom save? 6.
Okay.
no, fuck that. Any emotes. We gotta hit affiliate first so we can have emotes.
All right.
Okay.
Walk away.
Well, yeah, that's right. We're acting in. I don't know. It kind of feels like we haven't really been actually acting in.
It's up to you guys.
Are we in order?
You guys, like, and this is the thing. Like I said, like for this like time period, if you want to stay out of like initiative order and just keep moving around and just like every time I tell you to make a con save, we can. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just trying to.
Because right now it feels like that might be the tempo.
Yeah,
Okay.
Taco.
Yeah.
There's a room full of loot in front of me. I've been waiting eagerly to dive
Alright,
into
go
it.
ahead.
Yeah, like, I'm right there with you.
Go ahead.
Um,
Mimics everywhere, guys.
Mimics what? We've encountered one of those, yeah.
No, we haven't.
That's one of my
Yeah.
pets. I see this room in front of me filled with extravagant goods and things. I'd like to peer in and see what I can see.
As you end up looking inside the room, you're gonna end up seeing what just looks like a bunch of supplies just plastered all the way across this room. It looks like as everything was just kind of rotting away, like everything was just kind of pushed in there. But even then, it's kind of difficult to make a sense of why these things were down here in the first place.
I'd like to loot it all.
Okay, so you just want to go searching through it all?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's have you go ahead and roll investigation. And how are you? You're literally just gonna try to take this entire room yourself?
Well, no. Obviously, I'd like to, investigate around so I can discern what is worth taking versus what is not worth taking. Because obviously, I can't carry around.
Okay.
that.
Roll insight.
I would walk past at that point.
17.
As you end up going in there, you end up seeing what looks like a bed, obviously, and a couple of bookshelves and everything are kind of torn over. You see what looks like a couple of scattered books, but you end up seeing what looks like this giant steel chest. It looks like it's locked.
Hey, what is that? I'm right there.
It's a room.
Yeah, no, I see what's in front of you. What is that?
It's a room full of stuff.
Do you actually go in the room, by the way?
I'm just hogging the doorway right now.
Okay.
I would like to kind of try to shove my way in, like, next to him.
I'd like to tentacle her and say stop right there.
This is between you guys.
Oh.
That it is.
I'd like to plead to your constitution and let you know that just in case there's anything dangerous in here, I want you losing more life. So let me go ahead and take a look at it
Coming
first.
from him.
With that being said, everyone make a con save.
Oh shit.
Except for me.
What?
No, now you do.
Just one or with advantage?
It's your advantage. Dan.
13 plus
Standard
5.
advantage.
Oh, thank God.
Woo! Take one. All right.
You
so
failed.
yeah.
You failed.
Yeah. This house is
Yeah,
kind of
you
hurting. Yeah, no. If you want to help me loot, please do.
I would like to assist him.
I would well, I'm assuming I would hear him because I'm not that far apart. I'd walk over to the door and have because I produced flame. I said, "Do you need light?"
I'd say no, Kai. Keep turning into a gorilla.
No, I say, "Okay, fuck off," and then I keep going.
There's really no room for you to go unless you
Yeah.
walk through the acid. It's
Aren't they in the room at this point?
No, they're not.
No.
They're
Why
kind
do you have
of
dark vision?
I do.
So okay, well then I'm gonna wait to see. I'm gonna wait for them to go into the room.
Kai, the reason why I wanted you to turn into a gorilla is because there's big locked steel chests in here.
I can't. I don't know how to turn into a gorilla. What is a gorilla?
Gorilla.
It's like Edard but more hair.
Before or after the acid?
So before. Yeah, I mean, I like to go in and I like to try to open up the chest.
So as you end up going in there, you can go ahead and try to fiddle with the lock. I want you to go ahead and roll. Let's go ahead and have you roll investigation with disadvantage.
What chest? Are you talking about this one right here? Does it matter?
There's a metal chest in the back.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
So as you end up kind of like messing with the lock a little bit, you basically are taking these little pieces of metal and trying to like kind of jab it in there and like trying to like just kind of like for the lock. You don't really know what you're doing because you're not really used to lock picking. But then after kind of messing up a little bit, you just kind of like sitting there like scratching your head. You go ahead and kind of like tighten up your little monocles and everything. And as you're fiddling with it a little more, one of the tentacles kind of wraps around and then kind of like starts scratching your chin for you, while the other tentacle goes ahead and kind of takes that piece of metal you were trying to hit, like kind of hit the lock with. And the tentacle just starts like bashing the lock, and then the lock actually just breaks off. I guess like the acid and everything, and it was just enough to kind of deteriorate the lock over time.
Definitely not my tentacle strength.
Not the
My
raw
phys-
strength.
My physical prowess.
Lucky
Okay.
shot.
I'd like to look into it.
Okay.
Investigation with disadvantage with a 10.
Okay, so as you're kind of looking around the room, you're going to end up stumbling across a couple of books.
Anything of interest?
You can't really read the titles.
Are they both in the room at this point?
Yeah, they're both in the room.
Okay, so I want to pass by them,
Whoa. Too much dip on your chip, young fella.
and I
It's
want
not
to
enough room.
kind of peek around. I'm assuming I can peek around the corner, correct?
Yeah, you can.
I want to peek around the corner. Yeah.
Okay.
The other way is pass it.
All right, so we'll go ahead and do that in a second. So as you go ahead and finally get this
Like-
chest open, you end up opening up the chest, and as that happens, you're going to end up like kind of feeling like what is almost like a, almost like there was like a rubber seal or something. You kind of like open it, you kind of feel whoosh, like just all of a sudden like a bunch of air just kind of like implodes inside. And as you go ahead and open it up, you're going to end up seeing just a bunch of mass, very similar to the one that Elena's wearing.
Guys, I got some gas masks for us.
Hold on.
I take them with my tentacle. I start throwing them back.
Okay. All right.
I tried to catch them as he's throwing them because I
Okay.
feel like that's a bad idea.
Yes.
Well, the thing about my tentacles is the throwing natures can go up and
Are
above.
those some more masks?
Yeah, it looks like it. You want one?
Sure, hand me one and then I'll go give it to Dina.
You don't want one?
You managed to
No, I
toss
said hand me
enough
one.
mass out.
and then
Yeah.
give
So it looks like
another one and
in
give it to Dina.
total. Can somebody in the chat go ahead and roll a d8 for me?
Roll
Yeah.
a d8.
Or sorry, d12.
So we have
Just kidding,
so
D12.
so we have a lot of new people. So like to do that, you need to do D12 exclamation point D space 12. What I just did, and we're gonna count that one because that was an 11. Maybe we don't want that.
No, we're not counting that one, David.
But if someone else wants to do it, you got like 10 seconds.
Plus the lag.
Yeah, that's 5 second.
Yeah, it's like
so
a 5 second lag roughly.
Yeah, the default's 5 seconds. You can't avoid that.
But so with you going and looking around the corner, we'll go ahead and do that now. So as you go ahead and kind of peer around the corner, you're going to end up noticing that.
You did it too soon. Taco, D12, not D20.
So as you end up kind of peering around the corner, you're going to end up seeing like what is basically just a bunch of just acid going all the way through here. As you end up meeting when it's like the edge of those rocks. You end up seeing just a bunch of acid as you end up pulling around that corner. Alright. Alright,
Okay.
what was that? What was that roll?
He did a D20, not a D12.
It said
So-
D12.
No, I did a D12. Megan did a D12. And she did it too quickly behind Taco. So he
Oh.
rolled a 10.
I
Oh,
rolled a 10.
Megan rolled a 10.
Make a roll
That's
at that. Alright,
No
we'll do
worries.
that.
One to 11.
You'll get another one, Taco. You'll get another one. Alright, so
Slack it.
with the 10, it's going to end up being a total of 10 mass you find inside that chest.
So just hand out. Everyone gets 2.
That's a sandwich hole, just in case one of us gets acid on our mask and decides to all the way. Gotta
So I
back
guess hand me 4. I'll take 2 and they'll give 2 to you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Alright, so everyone
You're
go
already
ahead.
there, dude. You already passed.
So everyone go ahead and put gas
Yeah.
masks in your inventory. So yeah, everyone's going to have 2 gas masks.
I'd like to equip mine.
Yeah.
Alright, everyone go ahead and make a con save before you put it on.
Not me.
I want to take a look at that little
Have
corner.
2 respirators.
I'm good. Oh, wait.
18 plus 5.
Wait, how'd I go negative?
Okay, so I put a gas mask
Oh, that was
on,
you.
and then I'm
Good.
going through here and
Okay,
headed
I'm
to
good.
him. I don't know if I need to make another.
Yeah, so it's not going to be a save. You're just going to take an acid spray.
Okay.
It's going to be 1 acid.
Oh, my temp HE's gone, guys.
Alright, go
Oh,
ahead.
no.
Go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Here, Dino, take this.
Wisdom save.
They found
Hey,
gas
dog.
masks.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Me?
Yeah,
Wisdom
Oh, I
save.
thought you said Elena.
No.
Like when I say con save, I look at the wizard. When I say wisdom save, I look at you.
That's 20.
Okay. Oh, nat 20?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You are
So-
one.
So so this is gonna be interesting. So as you end up getting sprayed by this acid, you're gonna end up hearing a bunch of voices, and you're gonna kind of
okay.
feel like a tingling sensation go through your skin. It's like you kind of notice that the hairs are kind of like coming up and excreting a little bit of this ooze all the way across.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for the follow. You're gonna end up feeling this ooze kind of like extruding out of your skin to a degree, and as it ends up kind of coming down, you're gonna end up feeling all of the ooze just kind of coming out of your pores, and begins covering your hands a little bit, and kind of starts turning into like almost like claws on your hand. And as you're doing that, you're kind of walking, and you hear more voices, but the voices seem to kind of subside, and you only hear one voice that's just kind of like humming a tune almost in the back of your head.
Shallow.
As you're walking and staring at this thing that's just kind of attached to your arm at the moment.
Okay. So the what it looks like right now is what the other form looks like with just my arm? Like
Yeah, it's just your arm though. And it feels like you have control of yourself, but you hear a voice just kind of humming, like it's a tune, kind of like. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, let's. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I guess as I'm walking over there, I kind of have I have it in that hand then. At that point, the mask, and I'm. You didn't take this. They found some guest masks.
I point out, oh, great, perfect. I just kind of.
I probably wouldn't have even noticed it. Would I have felt it? Like
You would have definitely felt it.
Yeah.
You would have definitely felt it because you would have noticed like basically a chilling sensation going on across every part of your body except for your arm as your arm kind of starts changing, and yeah, you would have noticed.
Yeah, like I reach one arm to grab the gas mask, but then I see. I'm guessing I see his hands.
You would know you have dark vision. You see his hand.
Yeah, I just stop immediately, freeze, and I just put my hand on my short sword.
Just let's calm down. I actually feel fine right now.
Hand mine.
Yeah, no, I see it. It's weird. But I feel in control, like completely. So we found these gas masks.
Toss the mask.
Right, fine. There's one, and then here's another one as a backup.
All right.
Go ahead and put it on. So.
Yeah, I take them both. Put one in my bag and equip the other one.
Okay.
While that's going on, I'd like to continue looking around the room to see if there's anything else.
They're looking through loot, by the way, so you might want to come back here.
Oh yeah. First I want to see what's around this corner though.
Actually, I guess I'll probably stay over here.
Okay.
Have you seen anything yet?
Don't know.
All right, so as you're in that room, you're actually going to notice that Elena ended up picking up what looks like 2 books, and they're going to kind of have like an interesting looking cover. One of them is going to be written in what languages do you know?
If I'm not mistaken, I know Elvish and just a moment, sorry. It's going to be under my features and traits. Yes.
Yes.
Proficiency in languages, it should be.
Proficiencies in language, it is not there. It is there instead. Common and Elvish.
Okay. So you're going to recognize that one of the books she's holding is actually written in Elvish. You're able to kind of tell, even though she's kind of like looking at it. She's trying to kind of like determine what exactly it is. But you're able to see that it's obviously a book written in Elvish on the corner. You're not really determine what it is just because she keeps moving it. And the other book is going to be written in another language, but it's not a language that you're all too familiar with.
Okay. Hey, Elena. Can I see the book for a second? Do you happen to know what it's called?
I would because I speak. Sir, I know Elvish.
Sure. So as you're trying to determine what it says, I want you to go ahead and roll investigation with disadvantage.
That's a 12.
Okay. So as she's kind of trying to like read the cover, you're gonna see her kind of like really putting it up close to her eyes and kind of like trying to rub a little bit of the thing. It's like almost like she's trying to like wipe dirt off, and she's not really able to make out anything. And she's just kind of staring at it. What do you want to tell them?
I think it's Elvish, but I can't really make out exactly what it says, and then I hand it to him.
Okay. I'd like to take the book and I'd like to attempt to.
Sure. Roll investigation.
Any day now. Come on.
Is your iPad's at 5%?
Ooh. 21.
21. Ooh. Got my heart to skip a beat there for a second, buddy. All right. So as you end up kind of like reading it, and it feels like to you it's like plain as day, but it's basically a history of the Elvish Empire, and you're just you look at it and it's like, well, yeah, that's like,
Okay.
why would you struggle with that kind of thing?
Elena, it seems like the book is the history of the Elvish Empire. Do you want to hold on to it, or do you mind if I hold on to it?
I guess you can. And then I want to look at the other book that I was trying to figure out what language.
Okay.
it is.
What languages do you know?
Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
Common, Draconic, and Elvish. Okay. So as you are trying to like kind of read the other book, you're gonna end up kind of struggling to make this out. Make another investigation with disadvantage.
Almonds are still here, huh?
That's probably going to be a
Yeah,
7.
way back.
because First roll.
Okay.
7.
Okay. All right. So as you're trying to kind of make out what this other one is, you're like really struggling with the low illumination, just trying to figure out what this says. As you end up kind of like reading it almost and kind of trying to wipe off some dust, it's difficult for you to make anything out.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what this one is either. If you want to take a look at it.
Okay, I'd like to take a look at it.
Okay. And as you go to take a look at it, go ahead and roll investigation.
One moment. Adding the television part up to my inventory. You said investigation.
Yes.
Ooh, 7.
Okay. So as you're kind of looking at this one, it's going to be difficult for you to kind of read just because the scripting on it is just like so ridiculously elaborate. Like I'm talking like front page of the Bible, like this is like
Gold
the first letter of the entire scripture. And it's like,
No.
oh my god. But it's like there's so much detail to it, which it's quite extraordinary. But it says the history of the free people.
It says the history of the free people.
In common.
In common. Do you want to keep it or should I keep it? I mean, I'm cool with it either way.
You can keep it, I guess.
Okay.
1 second.
Penny.
I gotta read something. Let me just double check what
Okay.
this is. Oh no! Why are we not opening the thing?
It's not open.
What?
I guess so.
Alright, fine. Go.
I'm trying to read up on exactly what the stat says.
Fine, 5 minutes.
I'm trying to figure out if this is the right stat to have you roll. Oh, there we go.
What?
No.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll nature for
Smokehouse?
me.
We had it.
Is it like barbecue or something? Yeah.
Oh, where are you going? Hold on. He's like treats.
Oh, don't say that word.
8.
8?
Yep.
This entire interaction just kind of strikes you as odd.
Yeah, I agree.
The finding of the books in this. Like,
No, the interaction in this room with Elaine, it just feels odd. Like an elf that for some reason was struggling to read Elvish. It's because you were able to pick it up immediately and kind of understand it. Of course, you know the language, but it felt odd. Maybe she just wasn't reading right. Maybe she really just blind. But like, and then the same thing with common. It's just like what? It's just like something happened. It's just like it just sits the wrong way. Like you can obviously give her the benefit of the doubt, but it's just kind of like. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know how to say it. It just feels odd. It's like if like a kid walks up to you and says do you like your plants? And it's like, yeah, I like my plants. Oh, okay, good. And then the kid just like walks away. He's like, who the fuck is this kid? Like, what is going on here? It's just like you don't know how to take the interaction. So
I'll keep it to myself, but I'll keep my good eye on her.
okay.
She spent the night shacked up with Edard, right?
Who knows what happened?
Okay.
That's what I think.
So at that point, is there anything else left in the room?
It doesn't look like there's a lot like super distinguishable, but I want you to go ahead and roll investigation.
Cool. 22.
22?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're actually, as you're looking around the room, you're going to notice one other thing that kind of catches your eye. And somebody go ahead and roll a d4 for me in the chat.
Exclamation point D space 4. If you don't do it soon, I will.
Do it. Do it.
Talk up. No. You know
Do
what?
it.
Smash, you still in here?
So as you're looking around the room, you're going to end up noticing something on the counter.
What is that on the counter?
10. 9. 8. 2.
Two? Alright, so as you end up looking around the room, you end up noticing something on like one of the counters. And it has like a little bit of like a shimmer almost, like a little speck of light from produced flames outside the door. Ends up just kind of like hitting this thing at like the perfect angle, and you just barely notice it. But as you end up going over and kind of examining this thing, you pick it up and you end up seeing it as like this dagger that just has like a beautiful vine almost kind of like wrapped around the kilt. And then as you end up looking up the blade, you're gonna end up seeing that the blade itself seems to be made out of like not really like a leaf, but it's like it was like pressed with the impression of a leaf. And you're gonna end up seeing on part of the serrade, it's just gonna end up being these like little kind of like divots that would end up being the little edges or whatever on the leaf.
Okay. Am I able to detect any magic coming off of it?
You can roll Arcana.
Rude weapon.
Do I see anything else like peering over there?
What's up?
Do I see anything like peering over here?
Oh yes.
Nat 20.
Yeah, it definitely has magical properties.
Okay. I'd like to attempt to pick it up.
Just pick that.
I'd like to attempt to pick it up and put it in my bag.
You guys
Okay.
can squish
But
that.
I would like to equip it, honestly.
Yeah, you managed to
Squish
pick it
that
up
more
and put it in
Okay,
your bag.
I'd like to equip
Well,
it.
I'm trying not to move this.
You like to equip it?
Yeah, just
Um,
it's on my
that's
belt.
Okay, yeah, you have it equipped.
That's hers.
At that point, I would like to make my way out, and then I'd like to kind of place myself next to Kai while we wait for the rest of the party.
Okay.
Is there anything on that side that I would see?
So when you're looking around that corner, and you could come over here to kind of get a better look, but as you look around that corner, and I'll just make this easier. But as you end up looking around that corner, you're going to end up seeing which is like this giant pool of acid. I'm not drawing in anything
That's
over
fine.
there, but
Just straight acid, no path, no nothing.
nope, just a straight acid thing.
Alright, so then I turn back around and I go back into the room. And I come meet back up with. Actually. Yeah, I stop at the entrance. And I shout to the two of them, hey, is there anything over there that we need to, like, or are you guys coming back?
Okay, so let's go back to them. So as you end up like kind of going around the corner, you're gonna end up noticing what is like just like a little bit of movement that feels like it kind of crests the edge.
Of them, okay.
And then did you see what I just saw?
I'm not exactly sure what it was.
It's a no.
This is all acid over here too?
Yes.
Or is there any?
Nope,
there's
that's all acid.
I mean, it looks like it. At some point, we're going to have to just try to go through acid or something.
I don't think that would be a good idea. There's so much of it.
I know, but I mean, if when we come back to, if we get back to the stairs, down the other end of the hallway, we saw that there was.
Hold on. Notions that Carl gave us. How long did he say that the case will last?
He didn't say.
He never said.
He just said that it works like the gaseous form spell, and I don't know anything about magic, so.
I assume we can move around it, so maybe we'd be able to hover around this cesspool.
It is possible. I mean, we could probably just try to use one. I mean, we can holler at them and let them know we're just going to use them in front of Scout.
So as you guys are talking, kind of having this conversation, you're gonna end up seeing what looks like something just kind of like stand up and then kind of walk over top of a couple rocks. Just stand there. And as you're looking at it, are you still carrying your torch?
Yeah.
Okay. So is that, go ahead and take the distance for me really quick. How far away is it?
5, 10, 15, 20 of bright light, and then 25, 30, 35. So 40 just gets him in dim light.
40 just gets him in dim light?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
You
So
have vision, right?
Yeah, I can see him.
yeah. So then as this thing goes ahead and like kind of like stands up and you see what looks like this like full body form just kind of stand up and turn around and start walking up these like steps over towards you. You're gonna end up seeing it just kind of perched there on the ledge and just kind of look over at you and just kind of point directly at you. Point directly at you.
Hold on, I'll put you down.
And then it yelps.
Oh God!
No, but it's just gonna point at both of you.
That's what it says.
And I see that it has a skeleton.
So when you're trying to examine it a
Do
little
you
bit
want me to
further, I
pick
want
it
you to
back
roll
up again?
investigation. You're gonna barely see a shadowy form of this.
Should I even roll?
No, that's what I'm saying. You're barely seeing it.
Hey!
Hey!
What was that?
You're barely gonna
Annie?
see like a shadowy form of that.
Oh, it was over the tree. The
7.
bone thing.
7?
Yeah.
So it's
Hey.
gonna be really difficult for you to make out, just because there's a little bit of light kind of capturing it. It's difficult to kind of tell the shadowing, especially with everything that's going on. Kind of like the distance is basically close to your max range. You're just kind of trying to make it
Yeah.
out. As you're like looking at it, you're gonna end up seeing that it has an arm that goes out that seems to be like almost covered with armor, but like almost fleshy, but kind of still like undead and skeleton-y at the same time. You're gonna end up seeing that its face seems to be almost entirely covered. Like if you've ever seen like a Balenciaga mask, it's almost like a Balenciaga mask to a degree. But as you kind of look where the eyes are like sitting in there, but they aren't fully like adhered to anything. As you're like looking through and kind of trying to examine more of the body, you see it's wearing some kind of an armor. It has some kind of a sword that's on its side, some kind of a shield that's kind of strapped over its shoulder. And then as it kind of like begins to move, you see like some of the armor in the leg is just completely missing, almost like it's burned off. And you see what just looks like rotted, like kind of like rotting flesh to a degree, and bones just kind of going down. As it just continues to point, brings its arm down, and then you just hear like a whisper.
What right there is a bloke on top of that cliff. I don't think he's quite normal.
Well, then tell him to come down here and face us then. Take care of it.
Great idea. I like always.
As that happens, you're gonna end up kind of seeing like the mask kind of like unhinge a little bit, and as it does, you're gonna end up seeing that this thing basically has like fangs going all the way around. And then it does, it's just gonna open its mouth and it's gonna basically just like roar at you. And then it go ahead and does that and kind of like leans in. I want you to go ahead and roll nature for me.
Lane and Kai, did you guys hear that?
I have no idea. Did I hear that?
17.
So as it does that, you're gonna end up kind of like recognizing a little bit of like the kind of like the almost like the muscle and skeletal memory of what this like action is similar to what you would have seen of like almost like a like a dragonborn that's trying to spit fire, split flames. You don't see anything come out, but it's taken that stance and it's kind of making that intimidation where it would be spitting something out. You've seen dragons do it before.
Since I've seen it do it before, muscle memory would entice me to probably just move out of the way. So I want to just kind of like immediately just move to like the edge of like the wall right over here, just kind of behind cover.
Okay.
What it is.
Nothing's gonna come out, but you make that action.
Okay. I feel like I just noticed that like nothing really. I didn't even hear nothing or nothing like kind of attack the water. And then did anything come out?
No. Did not see anything.
I kind of just peer back to see what he's doing now.
Okay. As that happens, you're gonna end up hearing this thing talking a little bit louder. And what languages do you two understand?
Common and Goblin.
Common and Goblin. Common and Goblin, Common and Orcish. You're gonna end up hearing something that sounds like it's like super profound and very it sounds very much something kind of like this. Like release on Hasano si. It's very, very kind of like prosthetic to a degree. You can't understand what the hell it's saying, but
Could I try to speak inwards and see if anything in my head understood it?
you roll in that 20, so go ahead and try to communicate.
Okay. Just roll a d20 for that?
Yeah.
Adding anything? Or...
I think for this one, I have to look at your character sheet, but let's have you just go ahead and roll your wisdom on.
God dang it, man. Seriously? Worst time. Just a 6.
Okay. You're not really hearing any voices right now, and the ones you have were basically languages that you understood, so nothing's really sticking out. It's something reminiscing of that at the moment. I would say that you won't, but at the moment you're not really having much of a memory of that.
Okay.
Okay. That sound, though, definitely would have echoed, and you would have definitely heard the roar of everyone else.
Hey guys, did you guys just hear something loud?
I've been like, yeah, you guys need to probably come over here.
Okay.
And as I start heading towards them.
I think it'd be safe for Elena to walk in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. Definitely not. Definitely.
As a specter comes behind.
Yeah.
Azatu gets removed from the group.
Scooby-Doo fashion. Just
As we walk past the door.
Is there any room in front of you?
No, I'm like right at the edge.
How tall? Because that looks pretty high. How tall is this ceiling in this room?
The ceiling in this part of the room is pretty destroyed. You can't even really tell that there's a ceiling. It's just kind of like caved in walls.
Okay, so in that case,
Sorry,
wait, whose turn is it?
We're not really having turns.
Yeah, there's
right
no
now.
turns
He's just
right
having us roll when we need to roll.
Okay.
Kai, do you know how long these potions last?
No.
Well,
I mean, I never got that information. So.
I'd say at this point we should probably just use
I immediately
them.
just
There's
Oh, okay. He just immediately drinks.
So he drinks his, and as this is happening, so like right as like you're starting to drink yours, you're gonna end up hearing this voice kind of go, "At least saw and all," and then as that happens, what languages do you remember again?
Me? Draconic, Elvish, and Common.
You're gonna end up hearing in a very, very distinct tone. Are you here in service to him? In Draconic.
Who is him? Who are you speaking of?
And you guys are going to hear her just start kind of like talking this very like prosthetic kind of way as well.
In between my glug glug glugs, I like to pull Kai aside.
Okay.
Oh, shit, what? What's going on?
Oh, feels so good, man. All right, so as you're kind of pulling him off to the side, what are you gonna do?
Hey Kai, I kind of know something kind of weird whenever Elena and I were looting in there. She's an elf, but her elvish was not that good. And
Can I hear them?
Right next to them, by the way.
Can I hear them talking?
You could probably hear like a little bit of it. I guess it depends on like what do you do? Are you pulling them away or are you pulling Kai away?
I'm pulling Kai back.
How far back?
Because right now Kai's in front of me, so you're gonna have to like manually go around me to grab Kai.
You guys just have to angle yourselves properly. So.
Okay, so you're so he's literally just gonna kind of pull Kai around with you while you're talking.
Okay, I feel like I'd be more preoccupied with what's going on.
Hey Kai, quick question about this potion you just gave us.
What's up? You're the alchemist, not me.
Make sure you talk a little louder for the mic too.
I think something.
I think something's wrong here.
This is my whisper voice.
There are some hijinks going on right now. Elena's an elf. I don't know if you noticed the pointy ears or not.
Yeah,
And she had trouble reading a book that was in her native tongue of Elvish. A bit weird to me. Also, she had trouble reading Common too, and she's a wizard.
Look, is this Edar 2.0? They slept together, so I'm pretty sure it might have rubbed off.
They what?
At this point, I'm pretty much guaranteed these two slept
I
together.
don't remember this happening.
Kai's just trying to
Kai's
stop.
just
He's spilling the tea left and
Kai's
right.
a big fan of fan fiction.
Yeah.
He's not spilling the tea. He's like,
Writing the tea.
I mean,
this-
he's like, here's the tea cup. Here's the teapot. Hot acid.
Yeah. Well, that's what Edar did. He just jumped into the acid. So, so Edar went from speaking fully in one accent to multi-accents to not a sentence to now she can't read her own language to can't even read anything
Yeah, I just want to let you know because
in the same area.
It seems a bit fishy to me, and you seem to be pretty keen on
Okay.
your memory.
So that also being said, he took the potion. Is anything?
I was about to say, are you still?
Anything happened? Yeah.
Just-
So he did just strike the potion. We'll get to that. Let's let you finish the conversation.
Okay.
It's a sipper.
Okay.
So it's a little tangy.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I just let him know that information. I just said, hey, just keep an eye out. Make sure you guys protect yourself as well as let everybody but Edard know.
Okay. All right.
Oh, by the way, so I guess at this point y'all would have seen that my armor.
I was also trying to get to that.
It's
Okay,
still
so
different.
we'll let you guys pick up that conversation here in a second. So, but this thing is. So, would you ask that?
Who is him? Who are you talking about?
Him is the only true demon lord.
He said,
Frisbee
by the way.
You created a demon lord.
The only true demon lord.
What is his name?
Exink.
Exink?
Exink.
What?
If you are not here in service to him,
What does he require of us?
are you willing to pay your tributes and become servants and warlocks in his glory?
It depends on what he wants from us.
I know what's going on. Speaking tongues?
Apparently
That's fine.
there's a
Good
demon
job.
lord.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure that out real quick. So what does he require of us?
He requires tributes,
As in,
sacrifices,
of?
Your mother.
anything that you require.
So he
You
wants
are
a
here to
sacrifice?
sacrifice them, I presume, since you are the interest in this and you understand his common tongues.
So he wants me to kill y'all?
What?
This is nothing but formality, of course, if you are here to service him. We've seen many tributes come down here and not understand what has happened.
Who are you talking
Can
to?
he speak common? Or is he
It
just...
doesn't seem like he's speaking common. It looks like he's only speaking for common.
Okay.
You're talking about that guy on the top, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, who the fuck are you speaking to?
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
so
a party.
he wants me to kill you guys in service to this demon lord that's apparently somewhere in this place. So
Well-
yeah.
Well, tell him that the Lord of App will shove his foot up his ass. Be so God helps me.
I hear
Lord
that.
up.
What is his reaction to him saying that?
It seems like he just has a blank stare.
I hear
It's
that,
hard.
and
It's
I'm
kind of hard for you to
like,
even read him because you can hardly even see anything over there. All you know is this thing is speaking for common.
So you can't even see him. Well, I have my torch, so you can.
She can barely make it out.
You forget I'm using it.
So what's the plan here? What do you? I obviously don't want to kill anybody,
I
but
think we should just take our potions of gaseous form and try to get out of this area.
Are you still the spot where
Why must you keep
expect
speaking to them? If you are not here in service to our demon lord,
I'm trying to figure out exactly who I am servicing because what's in it for me?
go ahead and roll performance.
I don't know where to go.
I have a question. Whenever we get
In my gaseous form, can I be like the interdimensional fart cloud?
To an extent that if you read the spell, because that's basically what it does. The spell gaseous form.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
With the tentacle.
Yeah, with tentacles.
19.
19. So. I'm not convinced that you are here in service to him.
I don't know if it's worth it. You haven't made it seem like it's worth my while at this point.
It is always worth your while. I have been in forever servitude to him. If you do not wish to serve this demon lord, go find yourself another.
Wait, what?
I turned
This
to
is
Mark.
not worth my time if you do not wish to service him.
Where is he?
He is not here. This is our tribute to him.
What is your tribute to him? The
This.
sewers? The poop? The acid?
And you just see it kind of like turn around. Let me know what your decision is. You just see him kind of like leave a little bit of that like that glimmering light at the end of the light's range, and he kind of just fades out.
Okay, y'all get over here.
What do you eat?
I'm talking to these two.
Okay. I'm in my gaseous form, I guess.
So yeah, there's a demon lord somewhere around here.
What's his name?
I would remember that, but I do not remember that.
Exit.
Exin?
X.
It was
Exing.
X something.
Xing.
Xing?
Extreme.
Did you write it
You
down?
guys are close.
Excellent.
Exit.
Oh yeah.
Xing. Write it down. Because I'm literally the worst person with names. His name is Xing,
I'm
and
spelling it.
he's a demon lord of some sorts, and he wants me to kill you all in service of him.
We maybe pretend to kill somebody.
How do we go about that?
Do you still have the head,
That'd be Dina.
Tina?
I do still
Okay.
Sorry, not you. The chat.
So
Bitch slap him.
So-
Fucking taco.
at that point, I'd like to come up with a plan, and I'd like to let them know that whoever's gonna cope, go ahead and put the head on him.
I'm like,
And then we pretend to-
Listen, guys, this is top-notch necromancy.
Oh my god.
Can you put it on your
not
own head?
animate dead or anything like that. Just put your sword up over your head.
Oh wait, can I like hold up the head since it'll be an actual like I'm only 3 feet with my hands up, so it'll be like actual like 5 feet. Just with
poke
the
it out
cloak.
from the corner. Okay, we got
And
this
then I'll
out.
just like slice with my knife.
Just hold the head. Hey, I'm right here.
Just go with my fingers and what's going on?
I'm trying to kill him.
Okay, jokes aside, this is a really good plan. Are you guys all down for
This
this?
is not a good plan.
So
I think we should just get out of here.
Yeah.
Continue on through the sewers. It's
I'm
right
game.
fucking-
I'll
Well,
see what
he
this
said
does.
that this place is his tribute to him. So,
Okay,
Listen,
so what's
there's
happened is
acid
that
everywhere
at this
here.
point?
There's no way to fight in here.
So
We need to
Zatu.
get to a drier area.
So Zatu would have just literally turned into like a full blown, just like gaseous cloud. It seemed like he still kind of inherits like a little bit of his humanoid form, but it just seems like he's more like kind of like
fluid.
fluid and just kind of you
Is
could
he
partially
floating?
see through him.
Floaty.
He does have a flying speed.
Nice.
You have to look at the exact spell.
It's a 10-foot, 10 feet.
Okay, and then also because I was initially next to Edard before all this shit happened.
But you're not now, so.
Well, I was trying to ask it, I just haven't been able to. Because
Well, I called y'all over
I
so
got
you
pulled.
could
I was
potentially-
already inside, but like I was literally next to him initially, like seeing his hand. Me coming back at this point now, it would be has that grown?
It seems like it's the same size.
Okay, and hasn't like I will kind of because Zatu is worried about Elena. I'm gonna go to Zatu and be like, and that shit is changing,
Pretty spooky.
and we got Elena who can't read shit.
If you.
I'm
You're now a ghost.
blind. I can hear you. I'm not deaf. I'm just blind.
Sorry, I'm technically whispering. I'm just making it so though.
If
Jack can
we
hear us.
want to
You're
be
still right next to me.
if we want to be technical, It's technically both hands. If
Still,
me and him are
I
talking
mean,
about the same thing.
That's fine. I mean, but
so now it's both hands. It's not just one.
okay. So it's both hands.
It hasn't grown, but it's on both hands.
He's changing. Oh man, I wish I could talk to Dino.
As Dino's already just like rummaging through his bag and just like, so are we using
And then my question before that happens would be,
Here's his whole thing.
Yeah,
what I've noticed, if him
Throw
changing
that
into
thing
a
in the
gaseous,
acid.
gaseous form, does that change him at all? Meaning, like, would that, like, if I take it, doesn't change anything I can do? Like, if I transform into a bear, I'd just be a gaseous bear.
A gassy bear.
So
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Sure. So that should work because basically the potion gaseous form allows you to do gaseous form without the need for concentration. Normally you need to concentrate on this.
Okay.
But you don't need to concentrate it when you drink the potion.
Okay.
So basically it ends up being another thing that is happening to you. It affects your movement speed and other aspects of you. But it's still you.
Okay, so I chug the potion.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I was just drinking mine.
I see them pull out their potions like, guys, here's the plan. When you guys pretend to be a woman,
Alright.
we chop your head off, you drink the potion beforehand, your head falls down,
I've
you're
drank
done.
my potion already.
Alright, so this is gonna be really interesting. And this is gonna be a great spot to pick up next week.
Ah,
Because
man.
this is gonna I'm excited. This is gonna be interesting. I would have never really thought that the idea would be we're going to try to defend and not defend, but try to reenact
Deceive.
decapitation
Yeah,
and
we're gonna-
deceive.
We're gonna gaslight. We're gonna gaslight.
We're gonna gaslight the demon lords.
We're gonna be the dead body is now the specter.
Literally gaslight.
literally gaslighting. All right, guys. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you for all the follows, and be sure to follow us on YouTube as well. It's going to be the same exact name, Millennial Tavern with one N. We're hoping to change that here soon. But Millennial Tavern on YouTube. Go ahead and give us a follow. You guys can check out the entire catalog of all the stuff that we have previously up to this point, including shorts, which I know we're going to have a couple of lovely shorts here for this particular week. But all that to say, thank you guys so much for joining us. Anything else you guys want to shout out before we dip?
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, just
subbing.
keep watching, keep following,
Keep
tell your
following,
friends.
keep watching. No doubt.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Don't
Exactly.
submit to demon lords.
Don't submit to Demon Lords. Deceive them
Yeah.
only.
Deceive them only.
Just praise the Lord up instead.
Praise the Lord.
If your concentration lasts for more than 4 hours, go see a doctor.
All right, guys. We'll go ahead and leave it there. Have a fantastic rest of your week. We'll see you guys Tuesday.
Guys.
Bye.